What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Bro, I'm vibed out.
How was the B-Day?
I'm
35 feel.
I still feel amazing. Shout out to the 3 Fizzle. You know what I'm saying? I feel good, though, man. The B-Day was electric, though. It was elite. Start to finish, man. Couldn't complain. Got to wake up to snow. I love a little snow. You know, that was dope to see that. Got a chance to.
Yeah, it actually laid. We got a decent amount.
Like, it was nice. It looked good. It looked real good. So I was enjoying that. Also got a chance to, research a little earlier than typical. Being that it was my B-Day and I took off, I ain't had nothing to do. So I was like, I'm going to make sure I'm nice and researched.
Those are great
up.
type of days.
Oh, it was amazing, bro. It was amazing. And then from there, Mom came into town. So Mom Dukes is here right now. So that was dope. Then did the big B-Day dinner with my mom, mother-in-law on the spot. Nice little Monterey Bay situation. Ran into a person that was a fan of the podcast, too. I wish I could remember your name. It was like a lot going on, though. But salute you, though, for showing some love. As we always say, man, when y'all see us out, if y'all rock with the show, man, let us know because we definitely enjoy that. But yeah, man, it was a vibe. And then after that, man, came home, chilled out, researched some more, and opened up, my birthday cards and stuff like that. Man, it was good. I felt whole. Yeah. Second day of 35, or I guess the first full day of 35 has been kind of busy. I've been running around all over the place. Slept, missed all my morning stuff, so I guess that was good.
So you're officially mid-30s.
Yeah. And I felt like since I'm mid-30s, it was okay that I overslept. Sometimes that happens.
So when do you hit late 30s?
Definitely 39.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's a stretch.
Definitely 39.
The argument's got to be between 37 and 38.
All right, 38. 38 and a half.
I think 38's fair.
38.
Because 37, I think you could still say mid-30s.
I was about to say,
it's in between.
I'm riding the mid-30s for a while. Just know that. I'm going to push it to 39, though, for me personally, because of how I operate, I live the life of like a 21-year-old, just minus the college, like going to school part. I feel like I just wake up, vibe out, research, take care of my kids, and then record, stream.
Everyone's saying 35's still young.
I feel like
Stan Clair,
young.
Tito Whitaker, 35's young. You got a long way to go.
Yeah, I be feeling like I'm young, man. It's just I have like old milestones that be popping up. Because like with the NFL, it's always that type of stuff. Like, hey, man, when you 5 years out the league, you get this. And then when you this long, you get that. And I'm like, dang, it's really been 5 years already? Like, Lord. Because it's coming up. My next birthday to be officially 5 years.
These like
removed.
retirement packages, they're sending you like plaques.
Yeah, like retirement packages.
Okay.
Y'all keep all the plaques. I don't want plaques. I want, you know what I want. I'm plant-based. Keep everything green in my life, all right? Keep it green. That's what I want. Send me that, okay? You keep them plaques, though. Yeah. But seeing that I'm a year away from that milestone, I'm just like, bruh, how did this happen so fast? Like, it made me feel a little old. It did. But other than that, I feel great. It's been a vibe, man. And then to top it off, I forgot this part because I just talked about researching last night. I got a chance to see some dope basketball. March Madness at its finest. And when I sent the random, I'm super duper in the middle of researching, I'm going to just text you at 11 o'clock at night text, the Deke. He didn't respond like I was weird. He responded and he was down for the cause.
Why would I respond like you were weird?
Well, because the thing is, sometimes...
You're watching hoops? Something good happened.
It was late at night. I didn't know, man. I just did not know. I'm like...
I was watching the game.
I was like, I feel like Deke is watching this game. It is Pitt. It's March Madness. I know Deke is like in tune. I'm going to shoot him the text. Sometimes I shoot them texts and I get texts back in the morning from people and they like, you all right? Everything good? What you talk about? I'm like, damn, my bad, bro. All right, I might have been tripping.
No, not at all.
So I appreciate you.
Watching the game. Yeah. I'm excited you texted.
Yeah, it made me feel good. I was
That's
like,
some camaraderie.
I was like, I'm not weird. All right, I'm locked in.
Because you texted before the game was officially over.
Oh yeah, I was in it. Like when I came home, it was the start of the second half. Like we were committed. Yeah, wifey wasn't really vibing with it. She was like, I'm gonna go look at some other stuff. I'm like, that's cool. I'm watching the game though. So I was.
That was a big win, just due to the fact that we had our center out, Federico, and he's our big presence down low. He'll get the boards, good defensive guy, and we had one of the young Spaniards come in and hold his own. So not only that, we're missing our top center. Jamarius Burton is out like half the game because he's in foul trouble. We're shooting like shit. We just didn't even play good, but we gritted out a win
until the second half, bro. And it was the crazy one from hitting like my man with the stuff. Like, yo, what is this?
Blake Curry.
Yeah,
Steph
bro.
Henson, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah, it was nuts, man. But it was dope to just see the finish, man. Obviously crazy finish, but it's appropriate for March Madness. It's either a buzzer beater to win it or somebody missing something crazy and a heartbreak. But I got all of that on my birthday. So Deke, it was perfect. And like I said, man, you text me back and me not feeling weird because you was actually in the vibe with me. It was a great scenario, bro. It was a great scenario. That's always like
sounds like you have some horror stories over just random text.
No, because sometimes like
are your friends really friends?
No. This is the thing. So this is the thing. I have like my diehard group, like my guys, right?
Okay.
But I know them at that time. They not watching Pitt basketball. You see what I mean? So I wouldn't send that to them. I could send anything to them at any time, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, bro, it is what it is." Like, and vice versa. But I'm talking like when I just like, you know what? This is like a one-off, or this is not necessarily a one-off, but this is something that doesn't include that group of diabolical individuals that I just love to death. It doesn't include them. It's like, all right, we're going to the next group. And that's where it gets weird. Because not everybody is going to be all the way down for those type of like, bro, you see it? Or
is TG one of them?
No.
Has he hit you with what the hell are you talking about?
The thing is this, with me and TG, at times, because we will both do the same things, it'll be more so trying to figure out what we might have been talking about in that moment if we didn't catch up.
Okay.
Yeah, but it won't be the whole like, yo, what is this? It's more so like, all right, he sent this to me at 3 a.m, bro. I was definitely out. All right, let me see what was going on. Let me backtrack real quick. It's more of that. And like if I text TG, it usually ain't 3 a.m. You feel me? He was just like, how I text you. My late night, 11:30, midnight. Yeah, that's a vibe. So yeah, man. It was a vibe though, bro. I couldn't complain, man. And we had a ton of free agency action as well. Like, bro, I'm at dinner. I'm like, dang, I'm missing out low key. But I had to enjoy dinner. But you know how I go. I get out of dinner. I'm like, we done lost Spillane. We done, you know what I'm saying? Little Bobby Nugslane. Yeah. And then with some, we kept him. This guy here, that guy. It's like, yo, it was a lot going on. So I'm glad to finally be caught back up, though, bro. I'm glad to be caught back up, man. But you look dope, though, man.
A lot of moves around the NFL, too.
Yeah, it has been. But I just wanted to let the people know that you still are keeping the heat going with your fits, man. You got the linen
This
on?
is low key.
Are those linen?
Yeah, these are some linen Patagonia shorts.
Shout out to Deke. Deke out here. It was snowing yesterday. Still slightly chilly today.
Got some slippers on and some high whites.
Deke done throwing on the high whites. Think almost like the Cali vibe. But we're not all the way there, though. But he's getting some of that. But he got the linen Patagonia shorts. So he fly today, ladies and gentlemen. I like the linen. I almost messed up right there. I like the linen, though.
Yeah, I got to rock the Pitt hat due to the win yesterday. I'd still rock it and support either way because even if they would have lost, I felt like it would have been a good season.
Yeah.
And they had everything against them in that game. Because remember I told you Mississippi State?
Yo, you said
worst
they could shoot.
three-point shooting team in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Right off the bat.
Look worse that night.
Yeah. Of course, they're just randomly hitting all these shots. But you could see as time went on, like why they're considered one of the worst.
They started throwing us some outlandish stuff.
Terrible.
Like, bro,
bad misses.
Doing,
now Pitt was doing that too on their own end, but what a game! What a game! Hopefully center comes back. Because everyone's saying Iowa State, like, they're not that formidable.
That's what they were talking about even last night after the game. They were saying the same thing, man. I'm hoping y'all go. I'm hoping y'all make a little run because it felt good to feel like I had a like rooting interest last night.
They rocked those black and gold jerseys too. They're 4-0.
They were hard.
So just keep that going. I think
it felt good though. That was like a.
I need to get one of those quarter
bro.
Zips. You see those quarter zips the coaches are rocking on the sideline.
I did peep those. I did.
I need one of those,
man.
I know they've been rocking them in blue, but those black ones are badass.
Yeah, the black was fire. I like the black, bro. Yeah.
Real quick before we get into this, this is a follow up from last episode's random fact. Remember you asked if St. Patrick.
Where's he from?
Isn't from Ireland. He's Italian.
Yeah.
Why are they celebrating St. Patrick?
Yeah.
Why is it an Irish holiday?
We need to know why we celebrate that man.
So the holiday is based off St. Patrick's death. He is considered the patron saint of Ireland. So we still need more though, because why is he the patron saint of Ireland?
What did he do to
Italian, whatever.
Right.
So
was he from the 716 and then he signed in the off season with Ireland and then became like endeared to that culture and they loved him after? Is that what you're telling me?
That's a way to put it. St. Patrick had a vision, one that led him to study priesthood.
Okay.
Despite his previous escape, St. Patrick went back to Ireland willingly to help spread Catholicism. He converted thousands of Irish people to Catholicism, becoming known as the patron saint of Ireland.
That sounds about right. See, so for me, I came from the 716, and then I came to Pittsburgh, and I was so endeared to it that I decided to stay, and now I spread the gospel of Steeler Nation. I'm kind of like the St. Patrick of Steeler Nation. That's what it just sounds like right there. That's what that sounds like. I'm the St. Patrick of Steeler Nation. Yep. I don't take much for myself. I'm taking that one, okay? I'm the St. Patrick of Steeler Nation because I came from another hood, but now I rocks with this hood, and now we spread the gospel on this hood. You see what I'm saying? You would agree with that. You see that logic. It's undeniable. I am the St. Patrick of Steeler Nation. I'm Irish too. It's the perfect correlation. Oh, it's so perfect. It is so perfect.
I didn't see anything with these facts about St. Patrick having his heart in England, though.
Yo, chill. He just never forgot where he came from. He never forgets where he came from. But I
never heard about his Irish and English ties or anything like that.
St. Patrick still loves the Irish folk in Ireland. He just says that I don't forget where I came from. I am of English descent. That's what he's saying. So for me,
well, he's not of English, but no. To your point, he's the Italian descent.
Yeah, or it's from Italian descent. Excuse me on that.
So you don't have the place of Norse descent. You're Virginia,
right.
But it seems
but
like
it's
you have
descent.
this.
It's an NFL descent.
You have this multi-tie type of thing going.
Think about the NFL descent. Think about that. Like my NFL introduction for me as a man was Buffalo.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't even bringing up Buffalo.
And then from there, I've just learned and I've grown and now I spread the gospel of Steeler Nation. But I don't forget where I came from. But I spread this gospel. We don't spread the gospel of Cardinals here. We spread the gospel of Steelers here. Cardinals is like a denomination off of the Steelers book. Okay? It's like we got Christianity. It's like, oh, that's non-denominational. That's Catholic. That's Catholicism. Arizona's like the Catholicism off of. They like, we're gonna take this, mom. We're gonna make it like this. It's close to this, but we're gonna make it there. There we go. Mm-hmm. Just call me St. Patrick Moats. Yeah, I'm St. Patrick.
I'm struggling to follow along.
No, just go with it, man. Just go with it. Just like St. Patrick from one hood, and he has a new spot that he loves, and he preaches on. He spreads the gospel. That's my story too, and I'm sticking with it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I guess we'll shout out people where they're tuning in from.
So. That does sound appropriate. Let's start the show like how we.
I don't know why my voice sounds weird today. I'm not even sick.
I don't know.
It sounds weird. It sounds, you know what I mean? Doesn't it sound off like I smoked a bunch of cigarettes? That one time, remember that one time? Like,
yo,
it's almost like I died for 5 seconds while I was talking. But yeah, it really does have that sound to it today.
Yo,
my throat's not sore at all.
Yeah.
I haven't been yelling or anything. I don't know. I don't know why it's like that today.
Have you been smoking cigarettes?
No.
We don't discriminate if you have, but
No.
Yeah, that's definitely the cigarette sound though. You're right, because my plants, I don't sound like that. I'm playing. I'm good.
I don't know. We'll see if it gets better as we go. I doubt it though.
What worst case? I can make you some tea with some honey in it, man.
No, I'm good.
You sure?
I feel fine.
All
It
right.
just sounds weird.
I believe you, man. But it's okay if
Frank
you're not
K
fine
says
too,
my
man.
voice sounds the exact same. So maybe I'm off. I don't know.
No, he can't. I hear you in person.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Yeah.
You got like a little frog in your joint. There's definitely a little something going on there. But it's all love though, because you still Deke, so it's all good, man.
Richard Arbiza, 310, Carson, California. When's Deke's B-Day? Got to get him a case of White Claws.
Uh-oh.
Same day as Sidney Crosby. And Highsmith.
Sidney Crosby, yes indeed. Your
August 7th.
trio of birth date like parties or partners is pretty dope. I still have the most elite twin though. I'm standing by that. Same exact day, Steph Curry, 1998, March 14th. Two dope individuals was born. All right. Him more dope. I'm just dope because I know Steph because we got the same day. We twins. That's my twin. I don't know if you know that. Like twin. Yeah, we just look a little different, but that's my twin. Yeah.
I got Jalen Hurts.
You do. You got a lineup.
And Kyler Murray, too.
You got a lineup. Yeah.
I don't know if I want Kyler Murray on the squad. Hurts is cool.
All good. But let's get to these shout-outs, man. So we can get to these shout-outs, folks. I don't think I ever made the announcement all the way. Drop where y'all tuning in from in the comment section so that we can give y'all those big boy shout-outs to start today's show. And hit that like button on the front and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. And don't forget that notification bell. But yeah, man.
Concepts is tuning in from the 724. Claridge, PA. All positive vibes, always. Love y'all.
I like the vibes.
Time for research.
Facts. Man, yeah, I've been running around, so I ain't get a chance to like research what I've been like researching lately. I'm a little sad, man. I'm a little sad, but we still good though.
Ryan McPherson, the 480, AZ in the house at work right now.
Shout out to AZ.
Robert Bannister, 814 Erie, PA. Shout out Boog and Amory.
Okay. Shout out to Boog.
Troy Johnson, 559 Central Cali. Devontae Gray, San Bernardino, California, the big 909.
Familiar with San Bernardino?
Zach Johns, East Palestine particles floating on over to the Berg, question mark?
I hope not.
Maybe he's talking about my voice.
Oh,
maybe that's why.
Were you eating fish lately?
No.
I did have fish last night now that I think about it. Should I be concerned?
Where'd they get it from?
I didn't ask. It tastes good.
Yeah, because they might be importing it from different places.
You're probably right.
Like along the coast.
I mean, I told them I knew you, so they probably did import it. They probably flew in like from Alaska that day.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, that's Deke's from. Oh, yeah, definitely. Bring only the finest in for him.
Dippin' Dots 21, 412, the Berg.
Let's get it.
Ramo Edwards says Deke looks like Dusty Rhodes on Hard Times.
Hey.
Have you ever seen it?
I haven't seen Hard Times, no.
I haven't either.
I just know Dusty Rhodes.
Like,
yeah. That's why I was like, I don't get the Hard Time, but I definitely know Dusty Rhodes. Yeah. I don't see, like, type in Hard Time.
Wait,
yeah, I did. Because I don't know what Hard Time is.
I typed in Dusty Rhodes Hard Times, and that's what came up.
Yeah. I don't see that with you. I don't see that one. Yeah.
I've definitely gained weight over the years.
You ain't not
Deke, like that.
Don't you? No, I can't do that to you.
My hair's not like that.
You know what? The correlation is y'all both are Caucasian with glasses on and hair on y'all head. That what that look like right there, man.
I've worn glasses like that when smoking the packs after the games.
Yeah.
But that's a tough one. I don't know.
Maybe that was a shot. It might have. Hey.
I mean, he looks clean. Like looks like a character. I don't know. Do you take it as a compliment or a shot? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm gonna delete that one alone. Shout out to Dusty Rhodes though.
Booman 318, the guy that's the Browns in my franchise, says the 318 Shreveport, LA, reporting from the top of the boot.
Let's go.
D2 Don David, 52-year-old Steeler fan out here in Phoenix.
Nah, major love. Let's get it. Let me tap in a couple, and after that, man, we're going to get this thing rolling. Ronnie Bell, tuning in from the 323 Los Angeles. Then after that, Robert Bennett, the 609 Trenton, New Jersey. Spring break season. I love free agency. Oh, you better believe it. You better believe it. David Soto from Chicago. Shout out to Chicago. Absolutely. And then after that, man, I'm going to end it with the homie Colton Choi Fu. Honolulu, Pride Rock, Hawaii. You know we got love for you, my partner. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, Deke, I think I get a couple of members and get a shout out. And then after that, we are good to start with the supers, but halfway decent. Devontae Gray, King Easy. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And we appreciate your support. Welcome to the family. Welcome. All righty. Man, it's been crazy, Deke. It's been a whole bunch of everything going on today, man. And yesterday.
Yeah, where do you want to start?
Let's tap free. I'm tripping. Said that all wrong. Let's start with a couple of these supers first. Tap into those, see what possibly comes up or not. And then from there, man, we'll just start recapping the stuff that we know already has taken place, man, in terms of NFL free agency. Sound good?
I got stuff written down, too, in case we miss anything. I don't know if we'll be able to get to everything today.
Yeah. Good that we got another show tomorrow, ladies and gents.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. Not only Steelers, but around the league.
Seriously, man. Seriously.
Okay, first one is Richard Arbizo. Love what I'm seeing from Omar so far in his first offseason as GM. Would love to see Slay maybe. Also, shout out to Juju for getting his bag, but New England is gross.
Yeah, Darius Slay did get released. I don't think he has signed anywhere just yet.
No, I don't even think they released it. Yeah, it's past 4, so they probably officially did it.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll see where he's going to sign at, what his market is. Obviously, we were talking about that cornerback market. We know what Cam Sutton signed for, but we're still obviously waiting to see what the others sign for in that market to just see what that number is going to look like. And yeah, Juju, man, salute Juju, man. 3 for 33 M's, 11 mil per year. I personally am happy for Juju. Specifically Juju. Oh, I love that, man. Get the bag. I don't care where you get it from or how much they give you. You take all of it and you don't say anything. You don't give it back. You don't regret it. You don't feel bad about it. You take, in fact, start tweeting at some more people. That's what you do with your 3 for 33. Love it. Appreciate it. Respect it. Now, in terms of the business part of it, do I think it's an overpayment for what he brings? I do. But at the same time, I think of New England and how Bill Belichick has been running his stuff in terms of the people that he pays. We've seen them give it back to Nelson Aguilar. We've seen them give it back to a ton of people up there where you just question sometimes, is that the right move, or could that money have been better spent elsewhere or utilized just or divided up a little bit better? But either way, I just look at it like for the organization, I don't love it for them, but for Juju, love it for him. It's going to be interesting, though, in terms of Juju's dynamic and temperament in the New England way. Because I'm like, I got guys that were up there in that, multiple guys at various levels of their career. And I've shared the locker room with Juju. And we've seen Juju's temperament even lately. That's going to be very unique. I'm really interested to see how that dynamic plays out, man.
So a couple things. You think this just was a Jacoby Myers for Juju swap with New England?
Could be, because Myers left.
Myers got a similar contract with the Raiders. Is this where the wide receiver market's coming to? Because I would argue Juju deserves more than Myers at this point.
Yeah.
So if Myers is getting 11, I guess 11's fair. I do agree with you. It feels like an overpayment, but the market has increased for receivers over these last couple of years. Like, they're almost getting quarterback money. The top guys, Tyreek Hill and all that.
To an extent, yeah. But I always laugh, man, because it's like we're okay with the market increasing for wide receivers, bumping up to Juju getting 11 per year. But when we went back to the quarterback convo, it's like, well, hold on, when are we going to stop bumping this? When are we going to check this? When are we going to correct that?
I think because it's so much more of a percentage of the cap versus receivers.
But it still counts, though.
Yeah.
Like, would you rather have that $5 million going to a Juju, or you put that 5 extra on your quarterback's deal type situation? Like, I always think of it like that. And that's when we talk about the whole dynamic of the quarterback market and when do you cap it, when do you say enough's enough, let's reset that market. Whereas at these other positions, we don't really have that conversation.
Yeah, the other problem is with that is quarterbacks, you got one guy. Mm-hmm. Whereas receiver, there's different levels of where they're getting contracts and stuff. So we're considering Juju like a tier 2 or 3. So with Juju's contract, it's not like, you're either getting 30 mil or you're getting paid like minimum and you're a backup. Yeah. But that's how the quarterback position is.
No, it is. It definitely is.
Whereas you're paying Juju 11, he's actually going to be a key part of your offense. He's going to be on the field a ton.
Yeah, trust me, Juju's a good player. We saw that even in the postseason in the Super Bowl run. He's a good player.
I'm with you. I think it's overpaid.
Not a great player. Yeah,
I do agree.
You don't want to overpay a good player. That's all.
That's crazy. Because I saw Myers' deal and thought that was an overpay as well.
Exactly. Because we know in the sense of the productivity that you're going to get versus that market value. And that's the conversation. But
Myers ain't bad. 804.6. He's not bad. But
once again,
11.
Once again, think about it like this, right?
Cam Sutton.
But think about it like this. How much Jacoby Myers tape were you watching all season? Were we watching every game from Jacoby Myers? I think of like Deontay, right? If we looked at Deontay's box numbers, Deontay is going to have a ton of people around the league feeling like, yo, this dude could argue for being wide receiver 1. Like, you'll make an argument for it. Whereas for us in Steeler Nation who watch him on a week-to-week basis, we're like, yo, his numbers are good, but at the same time, we don't necessarily think that it's to that extent. When I think of Jacoby Myers, I feel the exact same. Not to comparing him to Deontay, but in the sense of his numbers versus when you actually watch the games, the impact that he's given. And that's like my issue. And that's why I was saying to you, like, don't backtrack the feelings of Jacoby because it is accurate. It's just when you look at the numbers, the numbers are going to give a little bit different story. But as we talked about, numbers don't always tell the whole story, man.
I guess what I mean with Myers is I think he was in an inept offense with the Patriots.
You can make a case for that too, though.
With him going over to the Raiders familiar guy with McDaniels. Them getting a Jimmy G. Now they gave
Great
a
quarterback
baller.
situation for him, huh?
Yeah, great. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Just like a better offensive system. Devontae Adams as a wide receiver one, opening things up for him. Like he could probably replicate that. It's just, is that worth $11 million? Like I think he's a good player. Yeah. But with how the market is and stuff, that's why I brought up the name Cam Sutton. It's like, is Juju and Myers like the wide receiver version of Cam Sutton?
You can make a case for it.
The other thing I was thinking,
good, but just not great, but still really good. Absolutely.
Do the Patriots play the Eagles this year?
I hope so. I definitely was trying to think, like,
this just
when
the
is
smart move for
AJ
Juju?
Brown pulling up? Like, when do we see AJ Brown?
Because the Chiefs play the Eagles this year.
Yeah. So I was like, maybe he was leaving. He's like, I don't want to see that.
But like, obviously, with Juju now on the Patriots, I don't think that beef hits the same.
I think for Juju, it's going to hit wherever Juju is at. Unless
it's just going to fly more under the radar.
Yeah,
with him not being on the same team.
But put it like this: if Juju doesn't say anything else going forward about it, it'll fly under the radar. Everything will be fine. You'll have people try to bring it up if they play each other, but it won't have nowhere near the type of legs. If he continues at some point in time to poke at it,
he shouldn't. He's not on the Chiefs anymore.
Right. As long as he just vibes and shuts up, he's fine. But if he decides to keep poking those bears and stuff like that, then expect it to be a little bit more crazy.
Speaking of Jacoby Myers, he was the dude that threw that backward pass in that Raiders game. You remember that?
See? Yeah, exactly. Definitely don't want him. Not playing.
Okay. Who else did he bring up? Did he bring up another player?
No, just Juju. He said Omar Khan. Talked about him first offseason, which we agree. We do like what we're saying, man.
Richard Arbiza, happy birthday to Coach T. Birthday hangover.
Huh?
On this B-Day, is he talking about your B-Day hangover?
I don't know.
Is Coach T's birthday today?
I don't know. Is it?
I think you should know that, right?
Why should I know that? It ain't my birthday.
Only a day different.
It ain't my birthday. I only care
You're kind of familiar with him,
I only care about March 14th, 1988. If it wasn't born on that day, it's like, hey, man, I better write it down.
Russell Schwartz.
But shout out to Coach T, though, man. I did see he was on his birthday. I did see he was on Seven's podcast. Man.
I listened to that.
Like that, bro.
Did you watch that?
I
really enjoyed it.
I just seen like a couple clips last night when I was like catching back up. Remember, I ain't got no Twitter right now. It's in the process of getting fixed.
Wait. What happened with that?
No, I got hacked. But then after that, when I put my post up, I didn't realize like my resource people were gonna hit me up and be like, "Hey, we got you. Don't trip." So I made that post and they were like, "Send me an email. We're gonna take care of this thing." So yeah, it's getting chopped up and fixed up. I was getting responses from Twitter. I'm like, dang. When I try to do this myself, y'all ain't know nobody. I send a little post up. I get my NFL friend hit me up, and now y'all want to send me emails and stuff. It's crazy how that works, bro. Crazy. So yeah, man. Yeah, so that is getting fixed up. As you've noticed, the dude can't post. They didn't took his picture off and whatever Bitcoin stuff he was trying to push out there to folk. Yeah, all that's gone now. So I was like, all right, step in the right direction. So yeah, man, everything is going good with that.
You know what?
But that's why I've been like late on some of that stuff. Yeah,
I really enjoyed it. I listened to the whole thing. It was just good to see. Those two dudes were just chopping it up. Bro. There was no structure with it at all.
Their history, their relationship, bro. Absolutely.
There was. I wish there was more to it. I wish there was another hour or two because like they could have talked about Pickett. They didn't even talk about a bunch of stuff. But they had on the Super Bowls and just some backstories, funny stories about some stuff. But there was one thing I did notice.
What do you have?
I got to pull this up because I actually screen recorded this. More evidence of the sabotage. Staring right at.
Would you rather win 3 more Super Bowls as a coach or 1 as a player?
Oh man, I'll take a game check, man. I'll take it. You know what I mean? I was that type of a kid. You know what I mean?
Can I hear this?
Like,
I don't know. Don't get us in trouble playing somebody else's audio though, man. I'm about to say, don't get us jammed up.
Hold on, listen.
Yeah. 3-man roster spot. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, I think that's why we all coach.
Hold on.
We all coach because we can't play or we can no longer play. If you really love the game, if you really love what we do, I think that's the.
I recorded too much.
That's why he's played enough.
Come on.
What you mean?
Come on, you heard it.
Ben said I would come back to play.
No, he said that's why I can still play because Ben's not coaching.
Oh,
He's like,
he said that's like a still play.
He's like,
And then Coach T said,
you've done enough.
You've done enough.
Staring right in front of us.
That's
They were looking each other in the eyes.
I
It's
think
just,
I think
it's just more evidence. I'm saying this tongue in cheek, but it's just
Yeah.
like,
I like it. I like it. Like you said, there's nothing holding Seven back from playing, though. Just remember that. It's nothing holding him back from playing.
I'm just saying.
If he
Ben still thinks he's got it.
there ain't nothing holding him back. That's all I'm saying. There's plenty of teams out there. Nothing keeping Seven from putting on that helmet and going back out there. Ain't nothing except Seven.
Well, the good thing about that, if my whole sabotage theory is true,
Yeah.
I mean, they're cool.
Oh, yeah.
Clearly.
Because the way I took it was this, man. Seven, he got that desire because everybody has a desire when you first get out. It never leaves because you obsess over this game. You commit too much to it. That's always going to be there. So Seven's going to still feel like that today, tomorrow, 5 years, 10 years from now. He's going to still feel like that. When Coach T says you've done enough, in his tone, being a guy that has been around that man for plenty of years, that's the let me save you from yourself, quit while you're ahead. Like, trust me on this one, you've done enough. Because as we've talked about some of these quarterbacks we've seen, not just quarterbacks, players in general, man, you either leave too early or you stay too long. It's very rare that you get to just walk out when everything is perfect and it's all timed up just right. Some people make a case that Seven was flirting with staying a little bit too long. For those that don't want to say he was staying too long, you blame it on Canada, scheme, situation.
Sabotage.
You see what I mean?
Absolute
but
sabotage.
one way or the other, the field play was not typical of Seven. That's what you hear Coach T talking about. You've done enough.
O-line terrible.
That's what he's speaking on. You see, we gonna
Deontay
throw it.
drops.
We gonna bring up that. We gotta bring up a whole bunch of things to kind of like take it on.
Worst
Like, oh, it's that.
Worst
it was
rush
that.
defense in the league.
It was that. It was that. It was that. And all these other things. You see what I mean?
It was pretty
Yeah.
bad.
Mm-hmm. But that's what Coach T speaking on. It's like, don't seek comfort. We seeking solutions. But I do hope that if Seven do want to come back, I would love to see it though.
No, I'm
Just for
saying,
clarification,
this is
just
little thing that
just
popped up
to
on the
show
podcast.
that thing, man. I do want to see it, bro. You don't want to see him play. You ain't trying to see him play.
Oh, he still got it, but
You ain't trying to see him play, man.
nah, it's just
You ain't trying to see
it's
that
just-
man play. He gonna take Kenny's spot, man.
no, it's just Pittsburgh Steeler for life. So if he came back, obviously it wouldn't be here. It isn't something I want to see from that standpoint.
Why
I
not?
do still
Who
think
give you
he
the better
can
chance
play.
to win it?
Huh?
Who give you the better chance to win in 2023? Kenny Pickett or Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback for the Steelers?
I didn't want to talk about this.
No, you brought it up. We
I
doing
just
it.
wanted to talk about the little sound clip.
You done brought the sound clip up. You said it's sabotage. Seven confirmed that he could still go. Who gives the Pittsburgh Steelers the best chance to win in 2023? A Super Bowl. Kenny Pickett or Ben Roethlisberger? Should we poll that up? Should we put that as a poll? I would love to. I think that would be a great poll because of your vibe. I love your vibe. It's perfect timing, especially you think about Coach T. Coach T just came on. So you got difference in size right there. Me and you got difference in size on this thing. Steeler Nation got difference in size. Internally, you got difference in size. You got your Kenny side and you got your Ben side. I just want to know, is the Kenny side still on the left? Or since Ben is here, has the Kenny side moved on to the right side? I just like, is it there, but it ain't on the hard side? Like, or y'all splitting the hard up? How y'all doing it, man? Because I feel like you divided right now. This is like a person that don't know is she root for the Bills or the Steelers. That's what you look like right now, man. Like you just torn between two, man. Talk to me, man. Talk to me, baby.
I got nothing to say.
Deke, who gives us the best chance, man? I'm following you this time. I want to follow you. Whoever you say, I'm with it, man. Ben Roethlisberger or Kenny Pickett, 2023. Let's go. Come on, man.
Can you ask me this another day?
Fair enough. What I'll do is this, though. While we ask another day, we could just softly engage the audience here with a poll. So this is my 35th year around the sun. I have not put the poll in on this 35th year. So I'm going to put the poll in. Is that cool with you?
Sure.
This bit of Kenny. Kenny.
Stan Claire says, is Deke a robot? No, he says, if Deke was a robot, his head would be blasting right now. Does not compute. I am struggling here.
Hey, yo.
I'm very much struggling.
I'm going to put the nicknames KP8. You want Big Ben or BR7? I ain't know which one you want me to put in there, man.
I think you do BR7.
BR7?
Yeah.
All right. I'll put BR7 up top, too, so that way they don't think I'm trying to put Kenny ahead. I was just putting them numerical order at first, but I don't want nobody think I'm slighting nobody. KP8, BR7. Who gives the Steelers the best chance to win a Super Bowl in 2023? The poll is in, baby. So let's have a little fun with it. Let's see what we got, man. I just want to see what the folk think too, man. Because it is a very unique thought process. Because prior to 7 saying he could still go, the speculation was that maybe he felt like he couldn't go. Or maybe he was like done with it.
I mean,
you heard him say
he was clearly joking.
No, he won't. He was
it was sarcastic, tongue in cheek. But I think the sentiment is real. I think he still definitely could play. I mean, he was talking about it. I don't know if it was on his show or a radio show in the off season or whatnot. It was early in this season or before the season happened where he was like, I kind of wanted to go another year.
Yeah.
But then it didn't happen.
Because the thing is this, 7 is still talented. He don't forget how to throw the ball. Question is, could he do it for 17 weeks at a higher clip than KPA? To you.
What I do know is this O-line is better.
Mm-hmm.
We have a George Pickens.
Mm-hmm.
Defense way better than what it was in Ben's last year as well.
Facts.
You could ask me this question another day. I need to think about it a little bit more.
Process it a little bit.
I do.
All right, man. You
because
got the pros and
obviously,
cons board, man. Yeah.
Because obviously, I do believe in KP8 coming into this year as well.
How much do you believe in him? Because you believe in
I believe
7.
a big jump is happening.
You
Just
believe
wait for my
in
QB
7,
rankings.
though. But you believe in 7 though.
I do. I do. Thing to consider with 7 though, he is a year removed, retirement mode.
It worked for Jordan.
Less mobile.
It worked for Jordan.
Less mobile than Pickett. Things to consider.
Better arm.
Better arm than Pickett.
Who has the better arm? To you.
What's so funny?
I just love your dilemma, bro. Because I know how you feel about both of these dudes. And it's just beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Say who you think slinging that thing a little better right now, man? Are you? That's it. Who's better? Just the simple who's slinging it better. Not overall.
I'd have to watch the tapes. I'd have to grind the tapes.
For sure. All good then, man. All good. All right. But shout out to Coach T. Shout out to 7, man. Shout out to you too, bro. And
you know
shout out
what?
to KP.
You know what? We've let how many people come on here and give us PC responses to questions?
You give me small Deke energy, man.
So let me put it to you this way. No matter what quarterback we have out there, we're having success.
Oh, God. If that ain't the PC answer. Yeah.
We've let other people get away with it, why not me?
I can't believe this, Deke. I did not take you for that, Deke. Not when the taco meat showing. Not when the taco meat short. But either way, all right. What's the poll count? You seen the poll?
I'm not answering it either, because that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna screen peek over here. I can't answer it.
You always participate though, man. You always have engagement. You ain't got no engagement today, man?
No.
My first time being 35, putting the poll out there, you was gonna leave the poll hang. That's crazy, man. It's been up for 3 minutes now. Some might call that a long time. Or maybe the poll just get started. I don't know, man. You sure you don't want...
No.
What if you closed your eyes and did it?
No.
Like, just tap, like, the top part.
No.
All right. What's your heart telling you, though?
I see what your results say over on your screen.
What's your heart telling you, man? What's your heart telling you to click on, man?
I'm not saying anything right now. I'm not saying anything.
All right, then. All right.
All I am saying is either quarterback, we're
feeling
having big time success in 2023.
There we go. I like it then.
Yes.
I like it. Well, I will end this fiasco. I will take the poll out. It's been 4 long, hard minutes, and 225 people did have some interaction with this poll today, so I do appreciate that, man. The poll is happy. I feel happy. I'm good. But it looks like KP8, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on which version you supporting, dominated this poll. 79% were KP8 supporters. They said they riding with him this year, man.
Aren't you the one that has said,
I'm a little surprised by that, though, bro.
Aren't you the one that has said, like, man, why do we got to do this in sports? You know, all the
what do you mean?
comparisons and this or that. And
See, I'm one of those
why
guys.
has it got to be so black and white?
Listen, when we talking about the late night, you just got to let it vibe. I'm fluid. I don't want to just put myself in a box like that. I could have put myself in a box. I just want to be fluid with the situation. I saw a scenario where it made sense for it to be 3 instead of 2. Or I guess in that case, 4 instead of 2, because it's already me and you. So we just added, 2 other people. It was like swinging.
Huh?
Yeah. I was like, yo, bring them into the thing.
You
now
completely
we're gonna
lost me
Now we're
there.
going to compare them, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Something like that. Jeez. But all good, though, man. All good. I'm with you. How do we even get on?
It's a tough question.
The super. Asked my Coach T birthday. And then you going on about the birthday. That's how that thing went. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was me.
It was. And then you played the audio. Yup.
I did need to play the audio
you,
for
man.
you.
It was definitely you.
Because we got more evidence of the sabotage.
It was definitely you, man. Definitely you, man.
Is the next one Russell Schwartz?
Should be. Man, I clean.
Yeah, man, I clean. Missed the last show. Gotta love the midnight shift life, LOL.
Yeah, that'll definitely get you, baby. That'll definitely get you on occasion. But salute you, though, man. We always appreciate you taking time, man, to tap in with us, whether you catch us live or on the rerun. But nah, salute you, though, man.
Q, rename the pod to Old Man Experience with Deke.
That's how I be feeling at times, too. I do be feeling old at times. But it's all in my mind.
Darius Mayo. Happy G-Day to Master Moats.
Salute
Holcomb
you.
will
Salute
be
you.
a difference maker in our defense. Love his pursuit to the ball and tackling fundamentals are always consistent.
Nah, without a doubt, man. Obviously, we signed him. Have we got any official numbers with him yet?
3 years. That's all I saw.
Yeah. No, but still no contract, though, right? In terms of the money part?
I'll double check right now, but yeah, it happened, around
Was that
11 or
2?
something today? 11 or noon.
Yeah.
Commanders just signed Brissett. What the hell? 1 year deal up to $10 million, $8 million guaranteed.
Talking about for Brissett, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah, the reason
yo.
it came up is
I was
because
like, woo.
I was looking up Cole Holcomb, so that there was some Commanders
Oh, got
news that
you.
popped up.
Yeah. Shout out to Brissett.
What?
Who was it? Dang.
Him and Sam Howe.
Competition.
They said they were rolling with Howe, but again,
Yeah.
I think Brissett's a really good backup, but that type of money sounds more like competition money.
Mm-hmm. They ain't said they love Sam. Just remember that. But
I'm not seeing any numbers though right now for Holcomb.
okay. But yeah, in terms of Cole, this will be his 5th year in the league. Came out 2019. 100-plus tackler multiple seasons, 2 of the 4 seasons. Full-time starter. Would have started every game this year. Just got hurt. So played up to 7 games, had foot surgery. So that put him on IR. But that's the big thing right now. They're just trying to make sure that he clears his medical, passes physical. And as long as he does that, the deal will be in place and we will have him. Very similar to Larry Ogunjobi a year ago when he went to Chicago, had a deal in place, but they failed him on the physical. His deal fell through. That's ultimately how we got him. Cole is a similar concept for us right now. We're just trying to make sure that the medical checks out. But no, man, I like Cole a lot, man. Good size on him. Just to me, man, he is an upgrade over Robert Spillane in terms of the athleticism, in terms of his ranginess. He's not the most like God tier athlete and stuff like that with elite coverage ability, but can he cover? Absolutely. Smart player, very fundamentally sound in terms of him in the box, though. I definitely like seeing him versus the run, how he stays in the shuffle, plays with his hands, not back tackler, and he creates splash. We know that was one of the big criticisms with our inside linebacker group this year. No interceptions, no forced fumbles, no fumble recoveries. I don't even know about the TFLs and sacks, but we just didn't have a lot of splash plays. But when you look at Cole gives you splash. He does have that on his track record. And like I said, man, just a really good player from what I've seen, man. So, yeah, in terms of film session, probably drop something this weekend on him, man. Get out some more in-depth. But, just from what I briefly seen on him today, I do like it a lot, though, man. I do think it's a upgrade regardless of the Spillane situation. And obviously we'll talk about that, too.
Yeah, so if you were to tell me, hey, we got a better version of Spillane coming in, now we still need to see what the contract's like, I feel like that's all we really needed to do. With all the moves that we've been making, we're filling every position of need, checking off the box of kind of like what we got to address this offseason. And the one that was remaining from yesterday, especially with Spillane leaving, was inside linebacker. And I was even saying before Spillane went to the Raiders, like, hey, at this point, with us bringing back an Ogunjobi, having a Peterson, we got Casey, got the O-lineman, Herbig, like, we could get away with just bringing back Spillane as opposed to going a little bit more splash by getting one of those veteran inside linebackers. Because if we brought back Spillane, hey, you still draft the guy maybe those first 2 rounds. But if you're telling me, okay, Spillane's not available anymore, so our options are one of these veteran inside linebackers or a better version of Spillane potentially, and we gave him a 3-year deal. I don't know what that exactly is going to mean. Do we view him as a long-term guy? We still got to see the contract details. Because if there's an easy out after year 1, then maybe not. They're looking at more of this like a 1-year tryout.
And we would also agree if it's 3 for 15 versus 3 for 30. That also tells a very different story.
I got to assume it's around 5.
That's what I'm thinking, but like we talked about, we just won't know until we know. That's the only thing that's making me pause from saying like I love it all the way. It's just because I need to see the money part. But in terms of him, his style of play, his fit, I think he fits our 3-4 defense perfectly. Also, one of the other things that I really enjoy about him, Spillane does not do this. But this is something that Cole is going to do really well for us. When you talk about the blitzing element, this is a guy that understands not just beating a back in the sense of a bull rush, but he's effective in the sense of winning to get to the quarterback in terms of sacks, in terms of pressures. Something where even though when Spillane was out there, we didn't really use him as the blitzer. We would do him more as the Tampa 2 guy, the zone dropper, and he was more of that vein. This guy, in terms of Cole, he does have that capability to be an effective blitzer if we want to utilize him like that as well, just from what I briefly saw when I was watching some of the tape on him. So I do like that when you're talking about Cole as like just an added part to his game.
Yeah, but like we needed to address the inside linebacker position with especially Spillane leaving. I didn't know if we just thought, hey, it's Spillane. We take him for granted. He's just going to come back. This is going to be an easy signing for us.
I felt like we did.
But yeah, he got his money. Like, good for him for going to Raiders, getting $4 million guaranteed.
Yeah, 2 for 9. Like, I love it for him. Number one, he's earned the money. We talk about his journey, how he came here. He's obviously been on the show multiple times, and we've heard his story and how he could talk about it. We talked about just he's not even as loose in interviews because of that edge that he has to keep on about himself. And that's a part of how he's been able to get to where he's at right now. So, for him, man, it's a great situation. But that is, at the same time, one of those things where when you have had to build yourself up here, it is very easy to be looked at and taken for granted. Whereas somebody else is going to look and say, this dude has been busting his tail. This guy's been the starter. And when he wasn't the starter, he still played starter minutes. He was productive. He was consistent. Doesn't blow calls, doesn't give you any off-field trouble, which is definitely something that they got to take into account when you're talking about the Raiders. I just think that with all of those things for other teams, it was a little bit more appealing, and ultimately that's why the Raiders paid him what they did. But salute Spillane, and I don't think they overpaid him either. That's the other part. When we talked about like what we spend on Spillane to re-sign him, we talked about 4, 6 being the most, but like 4 if you get him on that lower end range right there, you felt good. And for him right there, man, essentially what he got, just a little bit over it. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think if he would have came back here, he would have always been viewed as the third guy. Whereas Holcomb, I feel like even if we do draft a guy, he's got a chance to be a long-term solution for us.
Even though he could come here and do the exact same thing Spillane did, he would still, in terms of Spillane last season, Cole could come here and give us that, and I feel like he's still going to be viewed very differently than when Spillane was giving us that, because Spillane gave you productivity and all of things that we wanted in certain veins. But because we know a lot more about him and the history with him, I think it's just different in terms of how we view him. We're always waiting for the other slipper to fall off. Like, we're always waiting for him to get beat in coverage. Even though we talked about it, the only time we could point to is Carolina Panthers. And the fact that we can single out that specific time puts, just adds to that.
Games.
Yeah. But it's like, other than that, like, we can't point to a ton of bad Spillane snaps out there in terms of this past season. But because of the track record, that's what you can't undo. So for Cole, I think in his case, that's also an added benefit for him, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the signing. Obviously good for Spillane getting his money. But Holcomb, if he's a better version of Spillane, what's the negatives about not only this signing, but any of these moves we're making?
The big question mark is just what's the dollar amount for Cole? That's the only thing we're waiting on. As long as the money is appropriate, I don't see it negative. Now, if we come out here and the same way we just reacted to the Juju deal, right? If you simply said Juju to the Patriots on a multi-year deal, there's nothing negative about it. You love that. Man, this is great for Mac Jones. This, that, and that. When you see the number, now you're like, whoa, I don't all the way love that, because now what are you taking away from another part of your roster? That's how I feel about Cole. I'm like, Cole to the Steelers, I like it a lot.
So here's what I'll say about both those situations, Steelers versus Patriots. It feels like Omar Khan and just what we've been doing over this last year and a half with him have just been making a bunch of smart deals. Whereas with the Patriots, we have been seeing them overpay for receivers over these past several years.
We definitely have.
So I'm going to give Omar the benefit of the doubt and say, I think this is a good deal. I haven't even seen the numbers, but I think this is going to be a good deal.
You know, and we both differ in that way too. You're more willing to take that leap. You know me. I'm like, wait. I got patience.
Well, here's one of the reasons why I also think it's going to be a good deal is we were interested in Leighton Vander Esch.
Yes, very true.
And he got, I think it was 5.5 or 6, a 2-year deal with the Cowboys. Yeah. And I got to assume he was more of a priority than Holcomb.
You think so?
I don't know. I'd be interested at that, honestly.
So put it like this. Leighton to me is a better player, but Leighton injury history scares me off way more. I love Cole because of the consistency and the non-injury and the non-scary injuries. Like Leighton did with a neck. That's scary for that position. That's no different than when you talk about, was it Antonio Pierce back in the day with the Giants, man? It was like, bro, when you start dealing with the neck stuff, you just don't know. You can't depend on it all the way, and that's what happens with Leighton at times. With Cole, at least you're not dealing with that. But at the same time, Cole was a 5th-round pick. Leighton was what, a 2nd rounder, I think. He was 2nd round out of Boise.
It was high. It was 1st or 2nd.
So to me, I just think we're talking about two just different class athletes too.
Yeah, I guess what I mean is if he's getting that, I gotta assume Holcomb isn't gonna be any higher than that.
I would agree there.
So and I think we're looking at 5.5.
Yeah, let's say, and if it was higher, I'm thinking just a mil higher. Not nothing like Tremaine and them dudes. I'm talking like if Leighton got 5.5, max case for Cole 7. Like I just looked in Levante David. He just signed 1 for 8. So
where'd he go?
He went back to Tampa.
Okay.
Yeah, he stayed in Tampa.
His career there.
Yep. Stayed in Tampa, 1 for 8. So I'm like, if he did 8, can't be out in that, right? It can't be.
No. Yeah, I think this would be a good deal.
That's what I'm saying. It can't be.
Richard Arbizo. Wait, I already read this. Love what I'm seeing so far. What's going on with my screenshots? We're at Young something? Young Shad? Am I wrong?
Should be. Yes, because we just did the Darius Mayo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy Moats. Hey, Moats. Happy belated B-Day. Take a shot for me on that water pack.
You know I got you, player. Hey, this is upper room water, too. It keeps me extra lifted or extra hydrated while I'm lifted. One way or the other, you know you got to stay hydrated, little baby.
Black and Yellow Texas Steel. Happy G-Day to the GOAT. Hashtag Mike T. So I guess
Shout out to Mike T.
Someone's birthday today.
Shout out to Coach T, man. If it is his birthday, man, salute him, though, baby.
Russell Schwartz. Slay not getting released till after June 1st.
Oh, they holding what? I could have sworn I seen them say he was releasing that, man. Maybe he's waiting.
For free agency. That's what I thought, too.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wait, to piggyback off that real quick.
Yeah.
Slay's available. Now, this is different from Slay requesting a trade from the Eagles, them giving him the option to talk with teams and whatnot, and actually giving up stuff for him. Is it overkill? It's not doable for us, huh? Does it even make sense positionally?
Everything is doable. It's just gonna cost.
No, but even positionally, with us having a Peterson and Levi,
you know. But this is what it does. You're not gonna draft any corner first round. or a second round. You probably don't even draft a corner, but it makes your cornerback room probably the strength of your defense as a whole. If you're putting
Who's playing slot?
you're gonna have Darius Slay outside. You're gonna have Patrick Peterson outside. You're gonna have Arthur Milet as your slot, and then your backup cornerbacks, to Pat P and Darius, are Levi Wallace and Akello Witherspoon. Now that's a ton of money in there to have two $4 million backups, but it would just literally make that position group crazy. But you still make it work, because what's the difference between you having...
probably cut Akello.
No, think about this, though. What's the difference between you having Akello getting 4, Levi getting 4, Pat getting 7? So that's what? Never mind. That would be a difference then. Because I was thinking to myself, if you were to have like a Jalen Ramsey getting close to 20, what's the difference between that versus 4, 4, 7? But then I was like, with Slay, he's going to probably take it a little bit over that 20 mark. But you're getting 4 for the price of 1. Versus having just the 1.
Yeah, what do you think?
That's what I'm saying.
What do you think Slay's getting? I mean, Bradbury did, like you said, he got a little bit over Cam. I think he got like 12 or 13.
Mm-hmm. Where did he end up signing? I missed that one.
He went back to the Eagles.
Back to Philly. Okay, I did see that. Yeah, good call.
So what's Slay?
Yeah, because that's my thing.
I think he's a little older than Bradbury.
Mm-hmm.
Who's better right now? Maybe, I guess, arguable.
I'm a Slay guy. I'm taking Darius Slay over Bradbury. But Bradbury, the context we were talking about Bradbury coming out in free agency was more so him open market versus Cam Sutton. There wasn't a Darius Slay on the open market. So that's why Bradbury was the big dog. To me, if Slay was on the open market like he is right now with everybody else when it first happened, I think that's the big dog. Yeah.
Maybe now, with his release being a little delayed from the tampering period, 10? 1 for 10? Is it not stupid though? I mean, if we're having just Levi Wallace as a backup, because I still think Levi Wallace is good and is capable of being a starter.
So why is it stupid? Think about Philadelphia Eagles D-line rotation. Was it stupid or was it insanely deep? And they could just give you wave after wave of people.
I feel like that makes more sense on the D-line as opposed to corners.
How many corners are you playing a game? What's the new norm? We talk about your slot corner. That's the new norm, right?
That's what I mean. Can we put Levi in the slot? We throw Peterson, Slay in the slot sometimes.
Either
I prefer that as opposed to just saying, like, hey, Milet, you're our slot corner.
Or you draft a slot. You're not giving up resources for Darius Slay. You're just giving up cash. It can work. But do you want your corners to have that much money in that room and that to be the...
Well, also, you're definitely going to have to kick the can down the road with something. You're going to have to restructure.
Yeah. Oh, it's
there's no way we're going to be able to afford him now.
It goes back and forth without a doubt, man. Definitely goes back and forth.
I wonder how interested he'd be in coming to Pittsburgh. Shazier was trying to recruit him on Instagram.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Shazier, yeah. Actually, no, I saw Rob Golden, too, in the comments.
Guys, the thing is this, man. The people that know football, the people that watch Darius Slay, know what he brings, know who he is, even at this stage in his career. That's why they over here like, yo, Slay, you need to come to Pittsburgh, bro. Like, we know what you are. You let these other people be fooled by, but we know exactly what you are. And we like it. You got a home here. Yeah. I'll be for it. But like I said, it's all about making the money work. I don't think he's going to want less than 10, though.
We'd have to cut Akello, though, for sure. I know you're talking about the depth and stuff. That's $4 million you could free up.
Fair enough. There. Yeah. We're not saying that's a bad decision. Yeah, okay. Instead of Akello, you keep Pierre as your fourth guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then you already have a Slay, Peterson, and Wallace.
Who are you going to feel more confident having to put out there as your fourth corner because injuries happen every year? Pierre or Akello?
At this point, I don't know.
Fair enough then.
At this point, I don't know. Because Pierre actually, when he was asked to just be out on the field last year, was good. Whereas Akello was getting torched.
So it's simple as this. And this is the Coach Tomlin theory. When I ask you who's better and you say you don't know, it's a no-brainer. Cut Akello. If it's ever debatable, you go with the cheaper option.
Yeah.
So you answered it right there. Yeah, you just get him out of here. That'd be that simple. Yeah.
Put that money towards the Slay contract.
Like in terms of like how they operate, that's the vibe. Yeah. If it's ever debatable, you're going cheaper. You're going younger. Period. Absolutely. I ain't got time to be paying $4 million. I don't know. Nah, I ain't got time for that. What we paying that for?
Slay would just be cool too. Pairing with Peterson, you got the
Mhm.
old dogs back there,
Exactly.
the old CBs,
Yeah.
savvy vets.
Showing they still can get it done. Showing they still holding on. But that's also why we still want to keep some high end depth behind it because they are older. And like we said, injuries happen. Decline can happen whenever. You just want to have a little insurance.
What's Levi's contract?
He's getting 4 this year. It
We
was
trade
2.8.
him.
What are we trying to do to that room though?
I'm just trying to clear up some cap space, maybe.
You still haven't restructured any of the guys you got to restructure. We could do that and clear up the money without
Yeah,
damaging the roster.
I guess he's not that expensive either. Only
No.
$4 million. This is the last year of his deal.
I know you want Pierre to get back in there and be
No,
the starter
that's
and be
not
a
it at
Pierre
all.
Island.
No, I just don't want to have someone on the roster taking up cap space, and they're not going to play that much. If we're going to have Peterson and Slay as our starting corners, it would just feel like overkill.
Okay.
Where I feel like Levi can play. Like, he's a starter.
That's
He was
fair.
solid for us last year.
That's fair. I don't think the money is bad though.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
You're
like
right.
the 4 M's for that position, and to say that you feel great about your third corner, if that's the case, like I'm not tripping on that. Yeah. And especially when you talk about having 2 older corners potentially, both over 30, in a league where you know you're gonna be 3 corners, sometimes even 4 corners out there. When we go dime, you got 4 corners out there. You gonna be playing.
That's my question. Yeah.
Yeah.
We feel good then about Levi or any of those two just like playing the slot a decent amount then? Because you brought up Arthur Mollett, but
Because Arthur Mollett is designed to play slot. It's
Right.
like if you take a inside linebacker and say, well, because he's our third best inside linebacker, I want him on the field. Let me just put him at outside. That ain't how it typically works. So, yeah, we like Darius Slade, Pat P, and Levi. But when you start potentially putting them in their slot, you're just asking them to do something that is not what they are designed for based on their body type. They're long, taller corners. Whereas when you talk Mollett, when we talk Sutton, when we talk Mike Hilton, when you talk, I'm trying to think any of these slot corners that we talk about, right? They're all typically shorter because they need to be more laterally quick versus having that long speed to go down the grass, which is why we talk about the outside corners usually 6 foot or taller, but they want to be able to you got to be able to run with these dudes on the grass. So they're just too different in terms of what we're looking for. So I don't think that you have to put them in there, but on occasion, could they bump in? Yes. But you don't want those type of corners playing full games there.
right.
Nah, but think about Spillane, right? We saw Spillane line up at inside linebacker. He would occasionally walk on the outside and act like he's going to go off the edge or be playing in coverage. But it's not him full time. So it's like, I think of that dynamic.
Sure.
Yeah.
828 style. Juju going to be like Ochocinco in New England. Bill stopped all that nonsense with Chad.
And that's when Chad
And he
got
wasn't the
bad,
same.
bro. Oh, see, he said, okay, I'm about to say, that's when Chad started to get sucky low key, man.
Even though he was up there in years, he was better than what he was up there because he couldn't be him.
I would agree with that. I definitely would, because you watch him in that Miami Dolphins Hard Knocks before he got in
Yeah, he
trouble.
looked like he was
still cooking.
about to have second life down
Yeah,
there.
absolutely. But I did just notice it is a little bit past the 5 pot.
We calling up TG?
Let me hit him up real quick, man,
Sure.
because we're going to spin the block, man, get plenty more free agency talk going. Yeah, I can't wait to hear this. Who the heck knows what we going to get from this man today?
Who's Carolina taking at number 1?
Oh, trust me, that was a convo. You know he wasn't going to let that convo go past. Yeah. All right. Does he answer when we call him on the front end? Hello? Hello? Hello. Hey, what's up, yo? What's up, yo? Can you hear me over there, yo? Oh, he done dropped the phone. You heard that? That was definitely a dropped phone. Snafizu. Come on, T. Let's see if he called me back. I'm going to call him back. All right, I'm calling back. Yeah.
Please leave your message for
Wow.
Yeah, he about to call me back. He definitely dropped that phone. I heard something. He was definitely talking.
Yep.
Wonder what he be doing when we call. I'm going to ask him that. Like, yo, TG, what you was just doing, bro? Be all the way transparent.
He definitely travels.
He
heard car door
definitely-
slamming before.
We've heard him driving multiple times.
Yeah.
He definitely does that. All right, let me see now. Otherwise, I'm gonna shoot him a text and we'll wait on him.
Please leave your message for.
All right. Yo, I hope he ain't break his joint, bro.
That's what I'm thinking at this
That's
point.
definitely what I'm thinking, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely giving me those vibes, though. So, yeah, we will hold off on the TV to see what my dog got going on. You freeze? All right, perfect.
Yeah, so what? Just I'll hit these super
Yeah, get back to these
chats
supers, and then from there, we'll see if we finish the supers and he hasn't called back, we'll tap back in some more free agency stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, that's how we play it.
C. Henny, 915. Deke, Moats, listen to you guys every day at work.
Oh, he said his phone died. Now he back. All right.
Oh, is he good?
Yeah, read it though. Yep, I get you.
Listen to you guys every day at work, but hardly get to tune in. Love the vibes. I'm thinking if Edmund doesn't sign, what do you think about Branch and Banks or Porter if they fall to us at picks 17 and 32? Yep, love that.
Well, no, yeah. If Edmonds doesn't re-sign back, absolutely. We do got Casey back though. We're gonna talk about that a little later, but I do agree with you on that thought process. No Edmonds, Brian Branch definitely looks a lot more appeasing, man. Definitely, but we're gonna tap in.
Yeah, he could fill that slot role that we were just talking about.
Yeah, without a doubt. All right, now let's call him up. We're gonna get on him. Oh, I can't wait. Hello.
Please leave your message.
Bruh. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Get your charger game going on. See, D, this is why we talk. Now, how I'm going to call you, it go to voicemail. Now I'm calling you again. You going to text me, tell us to call back. Boy, that's what I'm talking about. I'm going to tell him to call me. If it don't work, I'm going to tell him to call me, man. Hello. Yo.
TG.
Please leave.
I'm going to tell him to call me, man. Anywho, we're going to get on this dude, bro.
AJ Martinez says, I was out on the R1. Am I right on this?
Shit.
There might be some in
All
between.
right, hold on. He's trying to call me now.
Okay.
What the? Are you alive over there, bro?
Hello.
Holy smokes. All right. You back. Man, I don't know what be going on with your phone situation, bro.
Man,
I don't know what you be having going on with your celly, bro.
Man, now that we on here, I need T-Mobile to do better for me, man. Like, they don't be coming through for me. You know, I was a Sprint guy for a long time. That merged with T-Mobile. It's been tough for me. It's tough.
We was over here, man. Between me and Deke in the chat, we was like, bro, I don't know what's going on with TG, bro. I was like,
Man.
He was talking, we could hear him. Then his phone disappeared. We like, yo, did his phone die? Did he get what was happening here, bro?
Man,
You talk about call back, we call him like it's going to voicemail, guys.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because I called you back. I'm getting there. You reach Moats. You know how it goes.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. We figured it was because you trying to call up Frank Reich and them boys down in Carolina to try to get, Anthony Richardson drafted. Was that what was going on, man? Because I know how you feel about Anthony Richardson.
You know how
Was
I
that
feel?
what was
It's
going on,
like
man?
They're drinking the same Kool-Aid I'm drinking. I know y'all seeing what I'm seeing. So this is my vision. And I've been saying this is my vision. I see them taking him. He wears number 2. And just imagine when they call him out of the smoke and he reopens the Superman curtain.
Because he do that. Yeah.
Can you imagine the ticket sale in Carolina? Like, can you only imagine? They gotta pick that. The ticket sales like the rebirth. The second Cam, I can just see the memes.
That's how they go frame it, man.
They gonna call him the second Cam. Superman returns. You know, come on, come on. I just don't see how you don't take it. I know they traded all those picks. They gave away the whole farm.
But it ain't for CJ? You don't think it's for CJ?
I think it's for Superman. I just think it has to be.
Part of me thinks Frank
I've
Reich
done
just
my
wants
homework
something
before.
safe.
I've done my
Yes.
homework in the last episode. He only played in like 13, 14 games. So,
Hold
I got
on.
a lot of questions.
You
I got a
said
lot of questions
who only
last week,
played it? Who only played in 13, 14 games? Just say
and
that.
he didn't play in that many games. Do your homework on him. He wasn't that active. Do your homework on him.
And that's what. Hold on. So you're saying you want to take the chance on him, and he only played that many games?
They picked Mitch before. Come on.
Mitch
I seen Rex
did better
get
in
more.
college than Richardson
I was
even.
about to say, yeah, Mitch was hot.
Mitch didn't run a 4.3 at 6'5", 245 either though. You keep
Fair.
missing
I'm with
that
you
part.
that Mitch was overdrafted to begin with, but
You keep missing
Deke, say that part.
245.
Hold on. Deke, say what you just said about Mitch in the draft.
I feel like Mitch was overdrafted.
Oh man, see, so I just think
Mitch
potential.
wasn't 6'5", 245 running a 4.3 with a laser with a arm.
It can't be a laser. It's a cannon arm. He ain't got the laser accuracy. He has the
It's a
cannon arm.
cannon, though.
It's a cannon. It's
We'll
definitely
work on the laser. I think Lamar's accuracy's gotten night and day since he stepped in the league.
it definitely has, without a
Yeah.
doubt. But we know Lamar loves it though, right?
That's what we need to find out. If he loves football, it's over. He loves football. I've heard all I needed to hear. If he's the first pick on this draft, I'm coming on this show with the whole parade and everything. If he goes first, I need my whole, like, I told you so. I need it.
Hey, just know.
You will get that.
I'm about to say, for in fact, we give you credit. Anytime I come on the show and you've been texting and giving me info, I credit you. I'm like, yo, TG were the first one to put me on to this. TG be up here breaking stories like he Adam Schefter. I tell you, I'm like, yo,
I've been blowing you up these last couple days.
TG ahead of the game.
You gonna tweet these?
I don't know who the
reports out or
plug
what?
is. I don't know who your source
I
is,
had a
but you
couple.
plugged in, bro. Yeah.
I knew about a trade that was
Facts.
going down before anybody.
Facts.
I told you about
It's
it. It
certain
just
things,
kinda came
bro.
out.
It's certain things he texts me. I'm like, how do you know that? That is too accurate and it's not like the easy stuff either. I'm like, bro, that's so obscure. Why would you know this particular player's moving here? Like, how do you know that?
TG's our new Schefter, I think.
No, I'm telling you, I be feeling like that.
That's their pull.
He be sitting, I'm
humbly
like, yo, how do you
respect
be on it like this, bro? Yeah.
Bro, I called that Colorado
Okay.
beyond the Colorado
Okay.
like a week before it happened.
Okay.
I told everybody.
Like I said, I don't know who TG's plug is, but he's for certain plugged in. I can confirm that 100% he's plugged in. I don't know who he's plugged. This ain't new to him. Yeah, he do this.
Good.
so
Yeah. I just think
AR-15
it's gotta be
gonna
the
be
first
down there in Carolina though.
AR-15, is that what we're calling him?
I don't know. It just seemed pretty
We're
cool.
calling him AR-2 because he's going to put that 2 on.
That's more
and it's
family
gonna be
friendly. It's
something
definitely more family
of
friendly.
Superman.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the ticket sales when he comes out and opens the cape?
They hit the little dude. He come through.
Oh, they got to bring a return song on, like Return of the Mac, or they just need something.
The bid paid back. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit him with something like that, man. Yeah, let him know. Like, oh, it's him.
That
He
we're
back
back.
now. He back. He here.
I think Carolina has to do that. They gave up a lot up for that pick. A lot.
They did. Well, and that was, and when I saw that move, that also was kind of like, you're not doing that for a D lineman. So the whole Jalen Carter element, I was like, yeah, I don't think you're going one anymore unless Carolina moves, which we have seen them hinting towards as well, though, right? That they could potentially move out of that spot.
Yeah.
But you still feel like it's going to be Anthony Richardson, though.
I think it's AR.
All right.
That's
It's AR. Okay. Well, now we got to spin the block and talk a little black and go. Because free agency is going crazy. And we got a ton. It's insane right now. It's truly insane.
Going crazy.
But we got to talk, man. Pat P.
Great move.
All right, you started out with great move. All right, elaborate on this. This is great. Elaborate your feelings on said move then, man.
That's a mature corner. That's your Joe Hayden. That's Joe Hayden.
Okay.
Like, it's a mature corner who can come do a bunch of things. You can do different things schematically with it. You trust it 1,000,000%. Still all pro caliber player.
You know that.
You know, you can roll coverages away from him, let him just take somebody man to man by himself.
Naked. Sit him over there. That's him.
I think his maturity in terms of the locker room is gonna be amazing. You know, I think he'll help Minka out even more in terms of maturity, getting ready. Not to do this, but I think he has a podcast with a former Steeler on it.
This
So
is
I
true.
think
This
from
is
a
also true.
business
This is
perspective,
also true.
it was a genius move.
You
He
right,
now
because
has
he would be Mac. You
Yeah, you can
right.
see the business perspective. You're looking at the whole
Oh,
thing.
he just got a boost. That's love. Shout
So
out.
now,
That's very savvy by him. Good call.
yeah,
Great
he knew what he
call.
was doing. He knew what he was
Great
doing.
call. That is yes.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So now he has the whole because Cardinal Nation is a huge nation.
Oh yeah, and they rock
You know?
with him. They rock with him heavy. Yeah.
Then he slid. He got that Minnesota.
Gotta have some
support.
perk. Everybody love a
And
little
now
perk. Come on.
Now he slid over here to this AFC. He's gonna get Pittsburgh. That's almost like, to me, I say it's Pittsburgh and Dallas in terms
Yeah,
of one
fan bases. Yeah. Yeah.
He's completed the. All right,
That's the Holy Trinity. All he needs is a Green Bay or a San Fran. That's all he missing.
come on.
Okay.
Don't let him mess around and go to a Dallas. He's
Hey.
can't tell him nothing.
Facts.
He have $2 million, $3 million viewers.
Facts. I like the move. No, that's very, very savvy. I didn't even think of the business element of it. No,
Yeah,
very, very
very
savvy
business
right
savvy.
there, man.
And I think Pat P is the type, like, I think him and Coach Tomlin will do extremely well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just think it works. Coach T loves that LSU, SEC. You
Bro,
know,
you know any SEC he gonna clamor over. You know how that is,
Yeah.
man. If WVU and JMU win the SEC, we would have went a lot higher than Coach T. You know that. We ain't
Yeah.
playing
I
SEC.
I think he's the old Jalen. Like you don't get
Yeah.
Jalen, but you get
You got what
version
Jalen
of-
was though. Yeah, the first
You
Jalen.
got the old version of Jalen.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
I thought that Cam Sutton was a big loss though.
well, that's what I was gonna say. Peterson at his deal versus Sutton at his deal. What do you think for the Steelers?
He's cheaper though. Is he not?
Yeah,
No,
Peterson.
Peterson was 2 for 14.
Yeah,
Cam Sutton was 3 for 33. Do we? Yeah.
So
No, 3
probably-
for 30. Right?
probably-
No, I said it right. Yeah.
11 a year.
Yeah, 11 a year. 3 for because him and Juju got the same deal essentially. Yeah.
Yeah. So they probably tried to make it work. The numbers was a little too much for them. So they're like, go ahead and walk. We'll go ahead and grab this.
Is that a smart move to you though?
I think you're getting the same flavor. It's just a little bit older. I think Cam
okay.
was a dog. I was a Cam guy.
No, Cam Sutton, he with it, bro. Absolutely. Complete, versatile.
I think Cam had bought into the scheme and the system. I think Cam's been a Steeler for a long time, that he was a true Steeler.
Yeah.
So I think it's always tough to lose purebred Steelers, if that makes sense.
No, it
Like
does, man.
I think you build your team. I'm big on you build your team from within.
Yeah.
From the draft, from the rookie class, you just build the culture. So, like, to me, I would rather have a Cam Sutton that's a true Steeler. He's gonna play as hard as he can for the culture than, per se a Pat P. But I think a Pat P is a really, really all pro type player.
Yeah.
So I don't think super loss. I just think you lose that love, that passion.
Yeah.
That
Where
I
you
got
like you
that.
bleed this black and gold is bigger than
When
the check is bigger than everything
on,
else.
you
Yeah.
get- when Renegade comes on, you get
It matters.
you
Yeah.
shivers.
Yeah. You
know,
get that
feel
chill. Yeah. Yeah.
different. Different when you're born of it.
Yeah. Facts.
So
Facts.
that's my only thing.
Okay.
But I'm sure Ryan Clark gave him the lowdown on what's going down.
No,
you know.
facts. I'm with that. Now, we also had a guy from your old hood, not your main hood, the hood when you left here, you went to that Washington spot. We got one of your Washington partners coming up over here, man. Cole Holcomb. How you feeling about that signing, man?
That's the linebacker.
Yeah. And he rocking the 5.5. I don't know if he gonna pull the 5.5 here.
It's open.
It's definitely open though. The 5.5 is certainly open.
He went to North Carolina, correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I remember right. I remember him coming out. I thought he was a good player. I think he basically replaces what just left the building.
Yep.
I think to the T, he's just that role player. He's that guy that you can come in, you can trust it. It's going to be where it's supposed to be. I think he plays hard. How much did he get?
We don't know yet.
We just know it's a 3-year deal. We haven't seen the money. And they said he's pending a physical because he had a foot injury that he had to have surgery on last year. So he played 7 games, but then from there was on IR the rest of the year.
He's quietly a guy that you just want to keep it healthy.
Mm-hmm.
If he stays healthy, I'm interested to see how he does.
Yeah.
You know,
Because he's a 100+ tackler, man, multiple years and stuff like that, man.
gets to the ball. He plays hard. He plays hard. I don't think he's a starter day one. I don't think he comes into that role. I think he's still trying to fill. You know who I love though. You know, but
He's just competition for Mark.
I think he's a competition, but I think Mark has the edge, especially being in-house.
What's this deal gonna be though? Because we trying to talk
And
the money. We like, yo, if they paying him $7 a year, that ain't no competition. If they paying him $6, that number got to be below $5 to be competing with Mark Robinson. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't mean to be like this, but I feel like we've watched this movie a couple times.
We have. We definitely have. That's why I'm hoping this one's cheaper though.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with anything else. But
Yeah.
I think we've seen that part of the movie. I think he'll play hard though for sure.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad pickup. They needed a linebacker.
No,
They're
facts.
still out of the SEC around round 5.
Could even be earlier. Like we're talking about like Trenton Simpson out of Clemson or like Jack Campbell early, Drew Sanders.
Yeah.
I don't think this stops them from drafting a guy early. Just another guy to shore up the room at least.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think this is a super deep linebacker draft either though.
So what you thinking then? With this move, would you still tap in with the draft, or would you go out here and still try to get something in free agency if you're not as, high on the depth with this group?
I mean, I just don't know what.
Because the names is going off, man. We running out of names right now, man.
There's still a lot of names out there.
It is, but let's talk about it. Levante, he went back to Tampa. TJ, he went to Chicago. Tremaine went to Chicago. Kendricks, Eric Kendricks, he went to the Chargers out in LA.
I seen that.
Yeah, we going down this list. You still got Deion Jones. I think he's still available. We talked about Quan. He's still out there.
I'm waiting to see what happens with Jerome Baker. They just signed 2 linebackers yesterday. I stand on that. They signed David Long out of West Virginia, who is a dog, by the way.
We know. We know because we was looking at David too. And I know you like David. I know it's your guy.
David's a dog.
I know.
David's a dog. David's a dog. I would have liked to see David as a Steeler. David's a dog.
Yeah.
He scares me a little bit. He has a little bit of Devin Bush in him in terms of size and whatnot. But
see, you can't say that around here right now. You know that. You said Devin Bush. Everybody, I went up like, whoa. Yeah.
But I mean, I'm be honest with you. I watch a lot of tape. Devin Bush was a dog in college.
No, yeah, that's not the issue.
That's
why he went 10th overall. The Devin that was stumping out the logo, that's the Devin that, we all love that one. It was when he transitioned with the that's when he changed.
I really think, I stand on it, I'm excited to see what happens to him. I would love to see him
in
get
a 4. Yes, in a 4-3, I love it. Yep.
4-3. One back, one gap, get down.
Don't overthink it, just play. Yep.
Yeah, I think that 3-4 is tough. Like you gotta find your holes. You gotta kind of feel flows of the line.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta know when to fall back. You gotta know when to hat in hands and stay in there. It's a little bit,
It's way more complex, man. Absolutely.
It's a monster in there. Like it's not sweet.
Nah.
It's a reason teams run a 4-man front for the most part. Like
facts. It's a lot easier to play behind that than it is that 3-4, man.
Way simple.
Way easier, man.
4-man. Get a 4-man to eat. How about the grave digger getting all that money to San Fran?
Bruh. And we was over here talking about could he potentially come back to Pittsburgh?
No.
Not for that type of money. Nah. That ain't how that work.
They'd had to let a lot go to get that.
Did they overpay is the question.
Yeah, at this point.
He had about 8 sacks from the middle. 8-9 sacks from the number.
No, he had 10. He was double digits because it was him. I thought he had double. Yeah.
I don't think you overpay 10 sacks from the nose.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. Okay.
You feel that?
Okay.
I don't think. I seen Jordan Phillips go get paid from 8 sacks on the nose. So 10 sacks from the nose sound like you need.
Jordan's a lot bigger of an individual though too. But Wob nice though. Don't get it twisted. Wob nice.
I'll take Hargrave over Jordan.
Oh, any day of the week. I'm with you. Yeah.
Hargrave's a dog.
Yeah.
I think you link him with Kinlaw out there, with Bosa out there.
Nah, that's gonna be nasty. Yeah.
Scary. Fred Warner should have another 100-some tackles.
Yeah.
Should be pretty free. They still got Greenlaw. That's gonna be a nice little defense.
Nah. For Wab, he went to a great situation for himself, man. Still on a contender, still feeling good, man. But now we talked about obviously with Cole Holcomb coming in. We didn't all the way get into the Robert Spillane leaving element. Did you have any thoughts on that though?
I thought he was a very good Steeler, man. I thought he held it down. I think he's kind of like a Tyler. He got his money. Yeah, he got a nice.
Shout out to Dirty Red, man. Shout out to Red.
Dirty Red, I paid again.
He did. Salute. He did. Stand in that blue and red, man. I love it for him.
Keep on keeping on.
You know, anytime I see him stay where he's at right now, man, it always touches my heart in a special place, man.
Yeah, you love that.
Yeah, it just makes me smile. Big smiles. Big smiles.
They ain't up there doing nothing.
They restructuring. Chill out. They got him an all-pro returner / receiver. That's what they done. Yeah.
They ain't up there doing
Come
nothing.
on, man. Hey. They already got what they need. Chill out. Don't you start no stuff today, all right? Don't start no stuff.
They was supposed to get a Saquon head.
Hey, we ain't tripping on none of that, man. We got options up there. All right, there's options up there. Just chill out. Chill out.
No options up there.
Yeah.
See that.
It's all good because I ain't gonna do it yet. I'm gonna wait. But we good. They good. Everybody's good.
They need playoff Lenny. That's what they need to do.
Nah, man. Come on, playoff Lenny. Playoff Lenny nice though.
I like playoff Lenny to come to Pittsburgh. Am I wrong for that? I know we had that talk.
Yeah.
But I feel like that
RB room's fine.
Yeah, I think that heavyweight fight could be all right.
You want him as competition. You ain't slick. He want him to compete with Najee.
No, I think he wants Fournette to come in and then to trade Najee to get a high pick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying because he wanted to compete
Whereas
with
Fournette has no trade value right now.
Compete with him and show me that you can beat him how to do what he's doing right now so I can move on from him. That's what TG trying to do. But can I get you on a 1 year? Can I get you on a 1 year, Lenny? That's what he's also trying to do as well.
I'd give Lenny a 1 year if I was picked.
I'm picking up what he's putting down.
Yeah, I'd bring it in.
No.
And I'd be real heavy. A heavy package. Real heavy.
Jeez.
I run it. I get me 31s, 4th and 1s. That wouldn't be a problem.
No,
remember that was the problem?
Facts.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a problem no more. So that's dead. We're going to get a yard.
Okay. Now, we did have some more housekeeping, man. Larry Ogunjobi, man, the big boy holding it down on the D line. Re-signed. I believe his was, 3 for $28.75 mil with 21.75 mil. Why does the weird 7.5, give me some simple numbers here.
Don't question Omar.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not going to question him, but I'm like, why is it 7.5?
There's a reason
really?
for it.
So the 21.75 guaranteed in the first 2 years. But what was your thoughts on the Larry deal, man? 3 years, like I said, 28.75 M's.
That's a good deal. That's all right. That's a good deal. That's all right. I don't know. I think that's you got to bring him back. I think he played pretty last year. He earned his money. I don't think that position's solidified enough to even question whether to bring.
Okay.
So I think it's just such a position of need that you got to do what you got to do.
Okay. Yeah, and I do kind of agree in terms of the not all the way feeling confident in that group to not feel like you got the option to pay Larry or not pay Larry, so to speak. Because Cam, yes, we feel good about who he is, but at the same time, we're not strangers to just age and father time. Right. We also know that his play did slow at a portion last season, but we know he picked it up towards the end. You got DeMarvin Leal, who was the rookie last year. I'm trying to think. He missed, how much time did he miss last year when he was on IR?
Probably like 6 or 7
games. 7 games, yeah. So you still are looking at his development almost as if it's incomplete because you have a chunk of time missing with him. So now I can see that with Larry, man. I can see that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was fair market value. Like we were talking about a hometown discount being like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Gets 9 and some change, solidifies that D-line. And the thing to consider is like we were the worst rush defense in the league in 2021.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a coincidence us having Larry Ogunjobi was better. Now, I think we did get better linebacker play, bringing in a Miles Jack, Flores on the coaching staff. But that's a significant jump right there.
Yeah.
And Ogunjobi was the signee that kind of gave us some stabilization on that D-line.
Mm-hmm. I think you had to sign it back. Like, it wasn't really a choice. I think you had to bring it back. Go ahead and lock it in. He helps. He's physical. You got to bring that on here.
Now, go ahead.
Not to be like this, but I'm into the beefs. You know, I'm a rivalry beef type person. So coming from certain places, like it's just kind of always like it's still beef. You know. Like, and that might be wrong. Like, but you get
I
it.
get what you saying. I
You
picks
get
up what
it.
you put down, without a doubt.
Yeah, like I think it's dope. Like I think in terms of the position, I think he was the best at the moment. Also, I think he's in house, so I
Yeah,
think you bring that back. But just dealer perspective, it's still
yeah,
beef.
yeah.
I remember.
We know what you wore. We know where
Yeah,
you came from. Yeah.
I remember when the helmets was getting swung where you was around. Like you
Yo,
know,
the boy said, "Hey,
uh-uh.
just
Leave that alone.
know, I ain't forget that. I
ain't forget that.
TG say, yo, I'm from where they beef at. Okay, be more
Yeah.
finest. I don't know if y'all know that. That boy
Hey,
funny,
I
bro.
remember that. You don't remember that?
Hey, yo.
It's crazy out there.
Shout out to TG. Shout out to TG. Now, this guy did not sign with us, but we obviously had him on our radar, and he did go and get a bag himself. Tremaine Edmonds. Obviously, we talked about that potentially coming here. We saw what that signed for 4 for 72, 50 guaranteed, most money for inside linebacker in NFL history. Thoughts on that, and do we regret not making that move?
No, salute to him though. Salute to him. Congrats on that. I don't think you go. I love linebacker. I'm a linebacker.
Yeah.
I don't think I just don't believe in blowing your bag on the linebacker.
Now, why not? Talk about it.
I love it. I think of linebackers extremely
But
valuable.
to say make us linebackers irrelevant, man. Tell me why linebackers shouldn't get paid, TG. Let me hear you sabotage. You know we sabotage 7. This sabotage linebacker right here. Let me hear you sabotage linebacker market. Let me hear it, man.
It's a defensive running back to me. Like, I love the position. I value it because you need it. It's your captain.
Yeah.
But I'm just not going to pay it my whole world when we're in the world of 7-on-7. We're in the world of we're going to throw the ball. We're in the world of we're coming out and empty on first and second down. Like 3 detached, your Mike got to walk out there and cover my 3. Which might be speed.
Yeah. That changes everything.
Like, changes everything. So,
that's how you have Law Dog checking Julian Edelman and just say, hey man, hold on. We just need you to make it up out of there. That's that type of stuff. Yeah.
But I still gotta run traps over it, run things. So it's like, I value it. I'm just not huge on giving it. I'm glad he got paid. I love it. Served it. He set the market. It was time for him to be up. That's where the market was at. He got everything he deserved. Salute. I think as the Steelers, I don't think that was the position of need to pay all that money for it.
Okay.
So I think that's a spot. Like if you needed one piece and it was like him, I think you get that. I just don't think he was. I mean, is he super that much better than Bobby?
That's what we trying to figure out. Like, what's the difference between this deal and the Roquan Smith deal that they didn't want to pay a year ago?
That they didn't want to pay.
Yeah.
Like, I think if you kept your in-house. I think there was a lot of upsetness with Roquan to let that fall. But they just gave him Roquan's money, or they just gave him. You get where I'm going.
Yeah.
They just, I don't know. I'm just not paying the Mike all that money.
Yeah, I'm with you. We were saying the same thing. Like, maybe it's different for a cornerback, like CB1, if it was Ramsey coming in here or something. But, middle linebacker at this point, especially, like you guys said, Tremaine Edmonds, who, all right, is he teetering around top 10-ish, top 15 inside linebackers? That's a lot.
I think Chicago is who Jacksonville was last year. Like, we're throwing bags out there.
Yikes.
Like,
you say this the Christian Kirk seat? That what they paid him, man? Dang, God.
Somebody had to get it. Like, he was going to get what he... I wouldn't have went up there that high. I think T.J. Edwards struck out very nice.
He did.
I think he got a real good deal for like.
He caught them when they was in the spinning mood. They was feeling good, and he was like, "Hey, can I get one too?" He was like, "Come on, you get one too, then, man. You asked, right?" That's what he hit him with.
I tell you something, take it up. I'm a Kazir White guy.
Ooh.
I like Kazir White.
Okay.
I think Kazir White went to Arizona and got 2 for 11.
Yeah.
That ain't nothing crazy. That's a good deal. I was a Kazir White guy. I thought Kazir White played amazing. I love T.J. Edwards' story. I think he comes from a good story, how he came up, how he made it happen. But I don't feel like he's that much more money better than Kazir White.
But with all of those guys that we're talking about, knowing their monies, do you take them over Cole Holcomb? Or would you have preferred them over Cole?
I would have took both of them over Cole.
Okay.
That's me though.
Fair enough.
But I'm a
Well, you like your style.
I'm a big safety.
Yeah.
I like
You want him
I like,
to move. I like him to hit. I want that thump. I want you put your forehead on his forehead and see who blinks first.
So Cole's gonna give you more of a Vince type feel. He's gonna be down. He's gonna blitz a little bit more.
Yep.
He's not super gonna be back in the coverage more, but he's gonna be able to.
It works for us in the AFC North though.
Oh yeah, for that element, yeah.
Is that the AFC North style now? I mean,
It depends on if Lamar's coming back.
You're right. What is Lamar?
But I feel like Cleveland's still gonna run even with
Lamar
Watson.
gives you offense to me though. Yeah, they're gonna run the ball. They got a running back. They got a couple running backs, but I just think that still represents spread ball. I know Cincinnati represents spread ball. There's no way we doubt that.
Okay, what we think about Cleveland?
I think Cleveland represents spread ball. You just paid all that money on a quarterback. You don't think we're going to throw the ball?
To me,
and I
yes. Or Nick Chubb, yeah. But I'm like, you got Chubb. Chubb, man, we know what Chubb is.
Man, we gave that man $230 million. Sure, we can say we reconstructed, but we gave him $230 million. What you going to do?
You made your bed. You got to lay in it. You know that.
I'm throwing it. He going to have him 30 throws a game with me.
But it's Nick Chubb, man. We've been living on the Nick Chubb tree.
But I gave him $230 million. No, that tree, we're going to throw the ball. I'll throw it to you.
I'll just throw it to you, stupid.
Yeah. All
right. Okay.
So I gave him $230 million. He's going to throw the ball. I'm not giving that to hand it off. I'm not doing that. Not 230. I didn't reset the whole market for that.
Fully guaranteed, yeah.
Fully guaranteed. The market was at 185. They went to 230. No, we're throwing the ball. We're gonna throw the ball. I'll throw you a screen.
Well, speaking of that market, then.
Okay.
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
You got the offer details, Deke?
It was 3 years, 133, fully guaranteed.
That's not enough.
So you say it's not enough. What do you feel about that, Deke? How you feel on that one? 3 for 133?
What's that? It's like mid 40. It's in the Josh Allen range.
But fully guaranteed, though.
Fully guaranteed.
Not enough.
Yeah.
Not enough.
It's tough. I mean, it's not a bad deal, actually, because I was listening to some guys on ESPN and stuff saying, like, honestly, if you're Lamar, you got 3 years, this fully guaranteed, you're in that mid 40s range. Then you have a chance to hit the open market, like put no franchise tag clause or something in the deal. You can hit the open market again in 3 years, and you're still in your prime.
Okay, so that's why you say you like.
I feel like based off the market and how Kyler Murray and Deshaun Watson got paid, he has the case to get more fully guaranteed, for sure.
I'm not taking 130. You still owe me another 100.
But he's saying you're going to get a chance to get back on that open market after 3 years to double dip potentially.
Happen in 3 years. I'm not talking to you about 3 years from now. I want to know what's going to happen today.
Yeah.
And yes, 133 is life changing. I get that. I'm with everybody that's going to say that's a lot of money. It is a lot of money, but it's the principle.
And it's not just the principle. I think also it's a lot of money to regular people, but we're talking about that market.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of money in that market.
The way I'm explaining it, when people say it, I'm like, you bought a house, right? You have your house, and you're trying to sell your house back, and they're trying to buy it at $100,000, and it's worth $233,000.
You're not going to be talking about I'm just take for 133. Like, nah.
I'm gonna just take this and go buy another one. Like, nah, bro. I need all mine.
Right. Facts.
I'm not giving you no discount, and you're treating me like this. I'm definitely not giving you no discount.
Got everybody talking about my house on this block. Talking about, man, that house ain't worth 233, man. Just pay 130 for that thing, man. Take the 130 or leave it. Don't be greedy. Yeah.
Y'all talking about he ain't got an agent. Like, moms don't hold it down. Like, now you come to the household.
Right.
Like,
now you trying to blast. Now you trying to throw dirt on my name, man. Don't you do that? Yeah.
No. Now I'm definitely not coming in there unless you give me 210.
Okay.
It was 200 a week ago. Now it's 210.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he has the case for more fully guaranteed. It's just like, what does that involve? Is that have the Ravens throw on a couple extra years then?
Because
I
you're not
seen
going to do
something that-
200 for 3 years.
Did you see that thing where it said he got a 200 fully guaranteed incentive based if he was there in 2026?
Bro,
So
you said no. You said incentive based. That's no different than the L bill. Hey, it's a rolling guarantee, bro. That ain't guaranteed. We know what that means.
Right.
That means up
Right.
until it's not convenient, then they gonna move on. We know exactly what that means. Yeah.
I'm not doing it. Like, and Lamar's in a terrible situation. Respect, like he's in a great terrible because he can't pull like.
He
the,
say he's in a
"I'm not
great,
gonna
terrible
play."
situation.
He can't act like I'm not gonna play though. We can't do that.
Nah,
He
he gonna
has
play.
to-
He's going
has
on
to
that
show-
tag. Yeah.
He has to go at a high level to do it. I just think it's kind of like, I don't know. It's tough. Like he still got to go out there and show who he is. He still got to do it. I think you take that money that you get. If they give you that tag, you take it, and then you got to run. You just got to keep on low. You to give them nothing next time. If you get out there next year, it gets ugly. Like no, I'm putting it out there day one. I need 240 guaranteed. Like you got to.
Well, yeah, because if he never put out the reports about the 3 for 133, nobody knows that side of it. And it's
Right.
like you talk about, man, you need to hire an agent. What your mom doing? What you doing? And all of that narrative. But now,
That's not a bad deal.
No, it
Like,
wasn't, though.
He
It definitely
negotiated.
wasn't, yeah.
I could see why he'd want some more
It's not a
guaranteed
bad-
per year or
Yeah.
whatever, but
But we're talking about to us once again. If you buy a house,
yeah.
to all my people out there, if you got property and
Mhm.
somebody tells you they're gonna short you 100,000 on your property,
You
but you're like, we're still making a lot of money, what you gonna do? And yeah, you'll have your people who speak the in this market I'm gonna do it. All right, but like that's 100,000 short.
Yeah.
And we're not saying 100,000, we're talking about 100 million in his case. I'm not giving you that. I'm not giving you that. Because he should get in the range of 210, 213, you know.
In terms of the
Quietly,
guaranteed portion.
If we're really gonna be honest, he should get 233. If Deshaun got 230, he should get anywhere 233 and up. If we're really being honest. So you want me to settle at 133 when I'm kind of thinking I can get 233? No, I'm not settling for that.
yeah, then the Ravens arguments though is like, hey, if the Browns do that deal, it doesn't mean like we have to. Or if the
Yeah.
Cardinals pay Kyler Murray, it doesn't mean that we have to.
Somebody has to.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about last week. I was surprised hearing all these teams come out and say we're not interested because I think a lot of them could have done better by getting Lamar Jackson. Although Moats has a theory though too.
Oh, yeah,
Going back to the Deshaun Watson scenario last year with Baker, maybe they just want to keep their cards close to their vest right now.
Because remember how the Browns had to essentially overpay for Watson because initially they came out and showed that they were in love with him and he kind of turned them down. And that's when Baker kind of got upset, was in his feelings. So you already knew, all right, Baker probably ain't going to play another down here. We got to make sure we get this guy that we done publicly put out there. So right now, any team that's sending an offer sheet for Lamar is tipping their hand. They're going to let the Ravens know what they're willing to offer, piss off they starting quarterback with their quarterback situation, and Baltimore can simply turn around and say, we'll just match that deal and take that. Thank you for doing the hard work. Thank you for negotiating it. We know that's his market now officially. All right, we'll pay that. So if you're one of these other teams, just from a business perspective, why tip your hand like that? Why put it out there unless you're all the way confident that you can get them?
Nobody's gonna offer him.
Yeah,
We're
because
not-
Baltimore still has that ability to, all right, you offering, I'll just match it. Cool.
But at the same time, we gotta also remember nobody's ever left on this tax. Like it's never
True.
happened.
This is also
So, like,
true.
even though like it's cool and we're making a big drama out of it, we've never seen it happen before.
Because you got to give up the first round picks as well as the contract, as well as tipping your hand publicly and letting everybody know. And you need his employer currently to say, all right, cool. We'll let him leave for that.
Deke said some real stuff last week. Like, I'm not doing that before the draft. I'm not doing nothing before the draft.
Yeah.
Like, no, no, I'm not doing that right now. I'm just
And
not doing it right now.
I think this is how it works with the franchise tag. It'd be smart for Lamar to wait on this whole tag situation because you still got a Burrow, Herbert, and Hurts out there.
Let them get
looking
paid
to get
first.
paid, so then it would bump up the average top 5 salaries, which would then bump up his franchise tag. I think that's how it works.
See,
I don't know if it's based off
didn't-
last
yeah,
year's
I
or if
thought it
it's
was-
all
I
the
thought it was
ones
off
that
of
are
last
happening
year.
right now.
Yeah, I didn't think whatever, like when Burrow and them dudes get, because it's the new league year now. So, yeah, I didn't think that anything that's getting signed, like,
Yeah,
this
I
year's
could
gonna
be
count
wrong on
that
that.
tag.
I
Yeah.
could be wrong.
I just think that's gonna add fuel to the fire of it.
Yeah, it definitely would.
I don't think it's gonna. I don't see Lamar finishing his career as a Raven. I think you're gonna see that story unfold. They're gonna let him get up out of there. They're trying to kind of buy time to see if somebody else will step up. They're trying to see if this Tyler Huntley thing is a real thing. They might go
The Pro
see-
Bowler. The
My
Pro
answer,
Bowler
my
Tyler
answer to
Huntley.
that is no. Already.
He's a Pro Bowler, Deke. Put some respect on him. He's a Pro Bowler. He's no Mike White. He's a Pro Bowler. Remember that.
They might go see about something else. Don't let AR be there. You know that's pick. If AR is there, that's pick.
Jeez. Okay. So all good on the Lamar front then, right there. Because this is obviously something that I think, like we all talked about it. We don't think it's gonna go away anytime soon.
Yeah. So, I mean, to me, I don't think he finishes as a Raven. I think that drama is gonna fold out. Le'Veon-ish. He'll get out.
Okay.
That's a big word.
Does he play in Baltimore this season as a Raven?
He'll be a Raven this year. He'll be a disgruntled Raven,
Okay.
but he'll be a.
It's on the tag, the 1 year tag.
Yeah. He's
Okay.
gonna get that tag. He's gonna Kirk Cousin this thing. He's gonna get you for the full. He might come back, get you next year, and he's gone.
It worked out great for Kirk. Remember that. Because he was the first guy with a fully guaranteed deal. Don't forget that. He's like the soldier boy of this contract stuff. Everybody talk about Drake. Soldier boy was the first one. All right?
Yeah.
Just know that.
Kirk
was the first one to do this.
First one.
Lamar copping
Kirk
him.
is the first one
All right.
to pull the ski mask
Come on.
off.
Chill
Tell
out. Chill out.
everybody
Chill out.
down.
You're doing way too much now. Chill out. You doing way
Everybody
too much.
down.
You doing way too much. The ski mask was not off. He did not have a ski mask on. He earned.
This is
He was
a
a
robbery.
hard working lunch pill, hard hat and boots guy. Okay. He did
Everybody
all those
get
things.
down. This is a robbery. That's what Kirk did. Like, what are you talking about?
It's crazy.
I was there. We was in Washington. I'll stand on it. We had to beat the Giants to make the playoffs. This is a Googleable fact. The Giants.
It was supposed to be
had
a
no chance
guarantee,
to make
right?
the play- They took everybody out. Score was 14-7. Lost the game. Didn't make the playoffs. It's crazy. I'm talking about Pierre Deshaun played. Deshaun Watson.
Hey, y'all had
Fast.
D-Jax. D-Jax was over there.
Come on. Fast
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson played.
Y'all was
I
stupid.
get-
Y'all was nice with it. Yeah.
Jordan Reed.
Yeah.
Played.
No,
Like,
before he was dealing with the
feel me?
concussions, he was out there. Yeah.
Vernon
Trent
Davis was out there at the other
Trent
tight end.
and Morgan Moses on that same line.
Come on.
Absolutely, bro. We know what you
Trent
was on.
and Morgan Moses
Yeah.
with a Brandon Sheriff.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Spencer Long, who went and got paid by the
Yeah.
Jets after.
Oh, and all them dudes ain't show up in that playoff game. Left Kirk out there to dry. I can't believe they left Kirk out there by himself. Kirk was the only one out there slinging it, and they was out there trying to party Cancun on 3. I know what was going on, man. Why they sabotage
Cancun
Kirk
on
like
3.
that, man?
Man,
Mm-mm.
you like that.
I'm just saying, man. Like, it was a
Like
bad
that.
night. What time was the game?
It was a night game.
That's the problem.
Oh, it was a night
That's
game.
the problem then.
You
If it
didn't
would have
have
been
to
at 1 o'clock, Kirk would have lit him up. If he asked
Kirk
him
at
to-
1 o'clock is a Hall of Famer.
Kirk got curfew. All right, so you just know 4 o'clock is iffy. It's real
I
iffy.
heard they about to be done with Kirk. I heard that's not.
Don't be surprised.
That's not too stable now.
Hey, it's going whenever they make that move and we see Justin Jefferson disgruntled and his numbers go down.
Yeah.
Y'all just
So-
know. Y'all already know. All right, there is no Justin without the captain. Just remember that. And y'all heard that here first. Just remember that.
Man.
Okay?
That's a quote. Quote
I
that.
stand by
Quote
it.
that. Arthur
I
Moat.
guarantee it. Okay.
I'm just
All
saying.
right.
I had lot
It's
of
a
people-
brand name, baby. It's a brand name.
Bro, I had a lot of people asking some interesting questions when I talked about AR last week. I need y'all to check Moats the same energy with that.
They was definitely asking questions. When you said, yo, we need to draft him if he did 17, they was like, hold on now, what's going on with TG, bro? What strand is he on today? That's all they kept asking. I was like, bro, maybe he on that shade pack. Maybe he's supporting the homie. I don't know, but I'm with it though. I see what you was on. Fair enough.
That's what,
All right,
That's
now, before we get up out of here,
yeah.
we got another serious thing we got to talk about. Okay.
Yeah.
It's March Madness. We've seen one
Yes.
team take care of business last night in very, very nice fashion. But we had some people looking at y'all get in, and they was having some questions like, bruh, how that happen? How that work? So I just wanted to get a chance for you to defend yourself with your WU seating.
The Big 12 is the toughest conference in basketball, in college basketball. Everybody that watches college basketball knows that. Yes, I watch it too. The Big 12 is the toughest conference in college basketball. From Kansas to West Virginia, even to Iowa State, everybody's tough in that conference.
Don't forget Baylor.
So,
You give Baylor a love, man. Yeah.
Baylor, so everybody's tough.
Yeah,
Everybody's tough. Yeah, don't sleep on everybody's tough. So it's like we came, we did what we had to do, we got in. Now we about to run the table. Cinderella story.
Hold on. It's tough. Y'all did what you did. Y'all got in. Now you're gonna run the table.
Yeah, you know how it is. Just get in.
What?
Get in.
I know we're running it on our side, so maybe I mean if you're that confident, maybe we'll see a backyard brawl in the championship.
We'll beat y'all.
No.
We'll slow Dior down. We'll beat y'all.
No.
We'll slow them down.
Hey. Pitt got a bucket last night. I don't know if y'all know that, man. Pitt was going off last night, man. They performed.
We got the
in
next
clutch,
Steph Curry pulling up from half court.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
also
yeah,
got a
you seen
dude that's
he-
clutch as
from the
hell,
logo,
basically
bro.
like Jordan.
He was from the logo with it, man.
Pitt's tough. Pitt can score. Pitt can score. That's a good team.
Yeah.
Pitt can score. They're tough. The best team on the ACC is Duke. Everybody know that. But Pitt's all right. They're cute. They're a good team. Like, they'll get to a lot.
They caught us on a bad day. That's all.
Who's going further in the tournament?
West Virginia.
Pitt or West Virginia?
I think Dub V's bounce round one. We got this nice momentum from this first 4 game.
The boys say, yo, it's easy.
We're gonna be
going
rolling.
forward.
You're gonna wake
For
up after
sure.
this weekend. We're in the Sweet 16.
You know they're in trouble. Pitt's in the tough bracket too.
No. Everything I'm seeing, we got a pretty nice path to the Sweet 16.
I think
We got some
I think
cupcakes.
I just got y'all in the Sweet 16. I got you in the Sweet 16. I got you dying there though. It's over there.
He said, you ain't gonna get past there.
No,
So-
you
so-
only got one more Saturday to head up there.
So you got Pitt going to the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
Where do you legitimately have WU?
The Elite 8, Final 4 type. What's up? We good? What's up?
All right.
We good?
It's all good. I like your confidence. I like it.
Come on, man.
I ain't got no dog in this horse. So, I'm just enjoying it all. I was tuned in to Pitt last night. I'm going to be tuned in when WU play. It's fun for me. So, I'm good.
Shout out my guy Arthur Moats. It was just his birthday, man. Do the
Hey,
people-
salute the guy. Come
Yeah.
on, man. Hey, they say he's a jolly
out
good
my
fella.
guy.
That's what they say about the guy, man. No,
happy birthday,
I appreciate
homeboy.
you, man. Hey, it's all love, baby. Hey, you tap the line, man. So I always appreciate that when you hit the line for the little birthday. I'm like, TG hit me with the yo happy birthday, but also these moves going on. I'm like, yo, TG, really, bro? Can't make this up. I'm like, yo, yeah, with the happy birthday, but check this move. I'm like, yo, all right. Like,
Check
the
this
birthday was just
out.
like the icebreaker. Like, hey, I got that out early, but also, all right.
Happy birthday. Are you seeing the drama? Like, happy birthday.
Okay.
Did you see Juju to the Patriots?
That's what I was just about to bring up before you left.
Did the people see
3
Juju
for
to the
33.
Patriots?
What do you
Juju
think?
strikes again.
What was your thoughts on the deal, man? What was your thoughts on it?
Man, Juju strikes again. I don't care what they say. Juju, that's amazing. He's done great.
Oh, I
Can't say,
for himself, this is amazing. For
if
himself,
there
this
was
is
an
amazing.
out-picture coverage, this is it. Like,
Bro,
oh man,
did
I'm
you
proud.
say if there's an outkick your coverage, this is
you
it?
gotta respect it. Seriously though, bro. He won a Super Bowl. He's gotten paid about 2-3 times. He's done it. He talks big trash on Twitter to these boys. Can't do nothing with him.
That's
Like
why I went to the Patriots. I think he's ducking the whole like, hey, staying with the Chiefs and building that rivalry up. Now he's on another team. It's gonna fly under the radar.
Son said he outkicked his coverage. He be talking big on Twitter.
Big on Twitter. He makes them
talk
people real.
cash on Twitter. You be like, bro, is this you in real life? Like, it's no way. It's no way.
Bro, he puts himself in in situations like if I see you out, it's on. If I see you out, it's on.
He
site
definitely
type
make
stuff.
that vibe. You see how people
Yeah.
responded to him?
Like you acting like that. I don't know if I love him with the Patriots. I didn't want to say it, but Like, is that the Patriot way? Or is
That's
the Patriot way so
literally,
different now?
that was my biggest hiccup. Everybody that I know that has spent time in New England,
Yeah.
I don't see how Juju deals with that on a day-to-day.
But
Like,
I'm hearing things like New England's dope. When you're in there, it's different. But it
that's
just
not
seems
what
like-
I've heard. I've heard it's a class of the dopeness, but maybe for Juju, because of his pay grade, it's going to be different.
I can see that.
But that's also what I heard. It's like, where are you at within this thing? And that's also going to determine that. But in terms of the TikTok, the social, like that has been like
33.
none, regardless of who you are in that organization.
They gave him 3 for 33. That mean they like him a lot.
Yeah.
That's about what he got in Kansas City, though. It's just long term.
Yeah, because Kansas City was what, 1 for 9? So yeah.
Yeah, 1 for 9, 1 for 10 type.
Yeah.
So that's just who he is. But that's a dub, man. That's a dub.
That boy said, hey, you talk about kicking your coverage. He did it in real life. Shout out to Juju, though, man. Nah, it's all love for him, though, man, because like we said, it's all about getting paid. That's the name of the game. Get you a check. If you can get you a ring, you do both. Oh, man, you are great. Yeah.
Can I drop a Pittsburgh name?
What you got?
What, for us to sign?
What do you think about Frank Clark to the Steelers? Is that too much? They don't need it.
You don't like Alex Highsmith then? And you trying to spend more? That's my only thing.
I played well last year. I just think Frank will be such a perfect Steeler. Such a dog, like that dog.
But what's that
mentality.
number gonna be? That's part of the reason why he got released out in Kansas City was the number.
But I don't think to me, I think Frank's gonna go back to Seattle. I think Frank's gonna do something like that. He's gonna go west. L.A. Rams.
I should have known he had a Seattle tie. I totally forgot that. We got to start cross-referencing every player that TG brings up with Seattle and West Virginia. If they got a Seattle Seahawks tie or a West Virginia tie, they gonna make their way over here. Just know that I'm starting to cross-reference you. Yeah, how you doing this thing? Mm-hmm.
I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, shoot, you said that was your last one. I guess my last one then. Rodgers to them Jets.
Rodgers to the Jets. I told you that last week though.
Low key, you did. Low key.
I told that last week.
Low key, you
we
did.
knew that already. We've been knew that.
Yeah,
that's old news.
You was on it. You. That's low key.
I
yeah.
appreciate how Aaron Rodgers is the GM of that thing right now.
He said you got to sign my boys first. He said sign my boys first.
Then I'll come talk to you.
But I'm not doing it until you sign my boys. You're not gonna get me here and then hit me with the we ran out of money for them. No. Them first, then me. Yeah.
I need Lazard paid. I need Cobb on the phone. Marcellus Lewis. Make sure you call that.
Yeah.
And then check my man with the knee. Check on my man with the knee.
They did have OBJ on the list.
I don't know if he gonna make it that one in. That might get tough, but everybody else is in there. Watch. Everybody else is in there. Randall Cobb's in there for sure.
No. That was like the first phone call. So you can't talk to me without Randall. If he ain't there, don't even waste my time.
Don't waste my time.
Yeah.
I'll go on the Pat McAfee show, give you whatever you want, but make sure you give me that. Make sure you give me that. You know what I mean?
Hey, son.
No free shout outs. That's a West V guy. I had to drop it in there.
We know.
You know what I mean?
Now, does that make the Jets contenders?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So they were the second best or third best team in the AFC East?
That division is loaded.
Are they the
It's crazy
second best or the
we're
third
saying
best team in the AFC East? That's the real question. Are they the second best or the
That's the
third
best
best
team
team?
in
Boy, don't you lie like that. Boy, don't you
You're
lie
gonna
like
see a
All
tragedy
right,
happen
now,
out of that
TG. Don't you get up here and say no nonsense like
You
that,
might
TG.
tragedy happened out of this. A very good team.
TG.
Maybe not get in.
TG, so you try to play. You funny. That very good team. You talk about the Dolphins or the Jets. Who's the team that's not going to get it? It can't be the Buffalo Bills. I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to say.
You know how
I'm trying to figure out what you trying to say here, man.
TG, are you saying a window is closing for that team
It
potential?
sounds like you saying something real offensive over here. You trying to be offensive. Like, what we doing over here, B?
Hold on. Since we're on it, let me put this out here first so you state my date, my time, everything.
Okay, so let me hear what you state.
Tom Brady's coming back. He's coming to the Dolphins. There's no way he don't. There's no way he lets this golden team pass him. This would be the best team he had since Randy Moss and the boys. It's no way he don't come out of retirement.
Okay, so Miami's the number 2 team in the division. Okay,
Miami's one.
What?
Really, I'm gonna be real with you.
Wait. Is that with or without Brady?
Miami's 2.
You making my
And New
hair
England
hurt.
is not
Ain't
about to be the
no
same New England.
way.
Wait, Miami with or without Brady?
Miami's won.
With Tua.
No.
The
Hold
Jets
on.
are one.
Wait. So Miami, if
Hold
Tua
on.
is there and is not Brady, where's Miami
It's
at?
still 2. You didn't see all that? Did you miss what happened this weekend?
Did you miss what happens weekend?
So,
You
so
know
check
what's
it.
up there in the 716. Just know.
They brought in that big 6'3" corner
That's
that can run. There.
cool. That's
They got-
cool.
They got Xavier on the other side.
Deke.
They got Jordan Phillips on a pass rush.
Deke.
I think you
Wait.
forget
Deke.
they
So
got
hold on,
Who?
what's his
Bradley Beal on
ranking?
the other
Does he
rush.
have? So you have Jets 1 with Rodgers, Dolphins 2
Yes.
right now.
You don't.
I'm not saying I disagree
don't?
or anything.
You don't hear. They got Tyreek Hill going out. He's going on the deep route. If you double
Listen,
that on the
no,
bracket,
I'm not
you got
buying
Waddle on
into
other
the
side
Dolphins
on the
though. No, I
overroute.
won't do that to Moats. I'm not doing that
Oh,
because
my
he knows
God.
I don't like
Jeff
Tua.
Wilson.
No.
And they brought that
Oh,
other
The Bills
my
have
God.
Josh Allen. No, I'm not doing
What
that.
That
are
thing
we
crack meat over there.
talking about?
The Rodgers
They
to
beat the
Jets
Bills.
makes it interesting though.
What
The
are
Why
Rodgers
you
we
to
acting like
Jets.
they didn't beat the Bills?
Why you acting like the Bills ain't beat them?
Why you
Twice.
acting like they ain't stomped the
Twice.
Bills?
They didn't stop the Bills. In fact, the only reason they got up out that stadium the first time was because it was 100-something degrees in Miami and dudes started to cramp up. That's literally the only reason they even got out of that stadium.
That's what they do.
Bro,
You know
in Miami in September, but you saw when it was cold and when they had to come back through, how that turned out.
Tom will be there by then.
Man, we ain't tripping on time. We didn't. Hey,
Tom,
we ain't
I
tripping on
I do
time.
agree with you. If Brady
Hey.
goes there, I would have the
Bring
Dolphins
Tom
over.
Tom will be
back.
there by then.
Bring Tom. Tom left when he knew it was time to leave. He knew what time it was.
Man,
Tom, come
You give
on back.
Tom
Hey.
more exact weapons, that's gonna look like New
Hey,
England.
what they say? You know what they say in the movies, right? Man, that old guy, he was great, right? He used to, was elite bank robber, elite of elite, and he did that last when he got out the game. And then that one person called him up like, "Yo, I got this great scheme. I got this guy on the front, this the driver. Everything is perfect. You just gotta show up. That's it." And when they come back in the movie, what happens? It always ends terribly, always. So for Brady, when he comes back to the Dolphins, just know Buffalo been out this thing. They ain't tripping. That old dog gonna feel a little different. That's all I'm saying, man. I like it. I ain't tripping either way. I like it.
But boss, that's Tom. I get all the moves you're talking about.
It sound good. It sound good. Just know we
still Tom.
ain't no tripping on Tom. Tom can bring that. Man, you come back to the 305. You want to, Tom. Just know. You know what happened in that 716. He know what time it is.
I don't even know what time it is.
Hey, but you think there's Juju signing, man? Because you didn't say you're 3 and the 4 yet. Does
Yeah,
Juju
I
signing
need to
put
hear this. Yeah.
the Pats up to 3, maybe?
Because you trying to tell me Buffalo the 4th best team in the AFC East? That what you trying to tell me?
Buffalo's the 3 for sure.
So the Patriots are the Patriots? Is that what you telling me?
Yeah, they're 4. They're still New England, but they're 4. They got quarterback issues. They're not all the way together. They'll be a good team though. I think you'll see about 3 teams get in from their conference stuff.
But it ain't Buffalo is what you telling me, huh?
Nah, they'll be the 3rd. They gonna have to get them in on that wild card.
Oh, we ain't tripping on that. Man, it's only one seed that gets to buy anyway. So, hey, that's all window dressing. We want smoke anywhere. It's kind of like Pittsburgh. You just stick the smoke wherever you get it. We ain't tripping.
Man, they'll come in on that wild card and they'll go to somewhere
Dude,
like
with Rodgers going to the Jets, I mean, AFC's insane right now.
Oh,
We're still got to talk about the AFC West,
Yeah.
AFC North.
Yeah.
they'll
Holy
come
hell.
in on that wild card and go to Kansas City first game.
Kansas
whole
City? No. That'd be the 1 seed. Who's the
The
1 seed?
whole
If it's not
AFC
Kansas City, who's the 1
comes to
seed?
New York this year.
Oh,
The
you
whole
said he's going to New
AFC
York?
Oh, my.
Most, you know what we used to say in that line.
Oh, whoa.
The whole AFC has to come through New York.
It's got to go through New York?
We got to go through New York.
Yo,
We're
whoa.
MetLife in November and December this year. It's gonna be
Whoa, I was not ready. I did not know that's where we were going with this thing. That is going
not
through
even
New York.
sharing that field this year come November, December.
Yo.
Y'all talents down the street to Buffalo or something.
Yo.
I know you feel that.
Everything goes through New York. Oh
Everything
my
goes through New
gosh.
York.
Yeah, that's
Everything comes through MetLife.
that's
Come
you
on,
really
the Cubs
you
are-
really drinking this Kool-Aid today. You on that Kool-Aid. You on the
Bro,
Kool-Aid.
they're loaded. With that deep and him, that's a good team, bro. You know, you can act like that. You know, and don't let him get a couple of his demands. Don't let him get that knee problem. Don't let that come back. All right. Don't let that knee problem come back looking nice. All right.
So are the Jets your favorite to come out of the AFC? Period.
That's my Madden team. That's what I'm going
Oh
with.
my god.
That's what I'm going with. I'm calling it now. That's my team on Madden. I might start using them now so people used to me using them.
Wait, what do you play? You play Madden?
Oh
You
my
know I play
god.
Madden.
You play regs?
five.
What do you do? I guess you don't do Ultimate Team.
I do online. I come whoop dudes. I
You
give
should have
plays.
joined the
He
franchise.
said I come whoop dudes.
I'm nice on the franchise. The only thing is y'all be drafting players and then you gotta load them up and all that. Come
We
see
just
me.
did that. Yeah, we just did
He
that.
said I want that thing stock. Just give me the
Yeah.
old, the regular roster as is, not
Here's what I
30
got. You
rosters
run some
down.
plays,
You
I'm gonna run
upgraded.
some
Yeah.
plays.
Okay.
You run your offense, I'm gonna run mine. Let's see what we do.
Okay.
I really run the RPOs and all that.
So if it was a head-to-head 1v1, you versus anybody? Is what you trying to tell me?
Yeah. Anybody else listening? I'm TD Garvin on the
What are you
PS5.
on? Oh, you
I'm
PS5?
about to say, what
five.
position you playing? You 5 PS5?
You know I'm on the PS5. I got an iPhone. People got Xbox. That's like Android users, man. I'm on the PS5.
He's right.
What are you talking about?
I do agree with that though. That's the funny part. I'm like, yo, the Xbox is definitely like the you an Android person. You on the Xbox, bro. I'm cool on you, bro. I'm cool.
Come on, yo. I'm playing on the 5. I'm on PlayStation 2. I'm 4.
Okay.
More, man.
Okay.
But yeah, that's
Okay.
one. Everything comes through New York, this shit.
I like his
Every-
confidence.
Everything comes through New York.
I like his confidence.
Every-
I like it. Okay.
Everything.
We're gonna stay tuned on this one. We're gonna see. This thing got potential legs. This thing. We're gonna see where we go with this. Okay.
If you don't have a quarterback in the AFC, I feel bad for you. You cannot survive. I'm
Who-
talking about defense wins championships, but you have to score 28.
So who has quarterbacks then?
Here you go.
DG. Oh, my God. My God.
Should we stop what we had before you say something crazy? Just
Some boys down in Florida throwing together. You know what time it is.
okay.
You seen the pictures
Okay.
in the video.
Okay.
DG's trying to save it now.
Okay, so we got a quarter. I was just asking. I just need
Come
to
on, man. I
Deke,
can't
I'm
wait
with
for
you.
I can't wait for my QB rankings.
Deke, the way he
My
laughed, I'm with
rankings are
you,
going to
Deke.
show that we have a quarterback here.
I'm with you, Deke. The way he laughed,
I can't wait
it was a
for my
little
QB
too. It
rankings.
was too fast of a laugh and too passionate of a laugh for him to come back and his next comment be, "They working out in Florida though." Yeah,
Working out in Florida, though,
he
man.
beat him. He was going intangibles. Man, do you see? Man, great leadership down there. Boom. His phone hung up. That's how you should have known. That's how you should have known what time it was. His phone hung up when he was not ready to commit to the Steelers having a quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a
And
shame.
he
Is he calling back?
He's calling back.
Okay.
Hello.
So I said something about your quarterback and got hung up.
See, no, we thought that T-Mobile was like, you know what, since you not going to support Kenny, it just banged on you. That's what we thought it was.
I said something about your quarterback and got banged on.
John Doe in the chat
I
called
ain't
it
in control
phone
of the
karma.
phones.
Yeah, John Doe said it's phone karma. He was like, you start talking reckless, this what happens. Yeah. Yeah, they was like, don't do TG like that. Jay underrated said, don't do KP like that, man. So yeah, they figured that's what was going on. Mm-hmm.
I sent my KP apology letter in last year. I just haven't fully drank the Kool-Aid.
I
But
know
no,
that.
no.
Yeah, you're bringing up the Richardson stuff in the draft.
But wait a minute. It's okay. You're not alone. Big Noriega, who's a big time fan of the show, says TG sees what the real football fans see.
Yeah.
A trash quarterback.
I didn't say that.
That's what Big Noriega said, and he's saying that you're all on the same page in terms of your perspective of the QB here. That's what he's saying.
I told you, he just gives me Tannehill vibes. I think he's dope. He's a guy. It just gives me a Tannehill kind of vibe. I think he can play. I think he's a step better than that, but I don't know. I like him. He's cool. He made a nice throw in Baltimore. You remember that?
I do.
You remember?
I do.
That was all right.
Why don't be
I
so
think
specific though? I do though. I do.
Okay, you see what I did there.
You were hyper focused on one, but you was like he made a throw in Baltimore.
He made post. You remember that big boy post? Throw?
Okay, there
That
we
was
go.
big boy. Remember that?
Okay.
I want to see who he is this year. Like, we'll see. This is it. This is this is where we find out. This year 2, who are you? You know.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. The AFC, you got to score, man. You got to score.
I'm with you.
You got to score. You got to score in bundles, too.
Now technically, I'm done with my questions, but I have something that the chat has brought up because it came up earlier, and Deke, it really had Deke flustered earlier. But Deke actually started this conversation earlier.
I did not.
So I'm going to give you the context, and I got to ask you, okay? So
All right.
Deke came in, he was passionate. He was like, yo, Coach T was on Big Ben's podcast. He was excited about it. And I'm like, all right, bet. So he's like, you gotta hear this audio, play the audio. They're talking. Ben makes reference to he could still play. Coach T says, you've done enough. And we kind of like laughed it off, right? Like, hey, one guy's saying he can still do it. The other guy's like, nah, you good. So Deke was like, this just shows the sabotage. This 7 can still get it done. But unfortunately, the team doesn't want to give him an opportunity. So it made me just start to think a little bit. Kenny versus 7, not long term, just for 2023. Who gives the team the better option? Now, when I asked Deke this, Deke didn't give me an answer. He was kind of torn. He was like, it's certain things that Kenny does, certain things that Ben does at this stage that kind of had him back and forth. We put a poll up. Mm-hmm. The poll was rather lopsided. But I'm not going to tell you which way because I don't want to influence your answer.
Sure.
But for just 2023, just this season, who gives the Steelers the best chance at winning a Super Bowl? KP8 or BR7?
KP8. It's over for Ben, man. Unless Ben live in Miami, that's a wrap. I don't think he can hit the Miami exit. I think that's a little too. Ben can't move no more, man. Ben, remember when Ben fell that one play that was on the meme and everybody was talking about it? That was the sign of the time. Like, he can't move no more. You gotta be able to move.
I do remember. That was a home joint too. Yeah.
That was the sign of the time. Like, he just can't move no more. Ben's strength growing up, if you remember, was Ben could move. That's how you became.
Oh, he's freaky athletic. Yeah.
Big Ben. He just can't move no more. When he stopped being able to move, his game changed. He's still a throat, and he's him, but the game, you got to be able to move now. People account too much for, like, you can't play 10 on 11.
Yeah.
It just don't work. You can't. You got to play 11 on 11. You got to do a zone read and hold that. And you just got to do RPOs. The game's just too different now. You got to have a QB that can move. You got to. It's the standard.
Okay.
It's the standard.
Okay.
You can't move enough.
Has that? Do you got an answer for us yet? Are you still going?
I still played the 5th.
Still got to do some market research.
I have the PC answer. I think we would have very much success with both players. Either or.
Dead is. I like it, bro. I like it. But
I love how you ride with it, though. I'm with you.
Hey, you got to find somebody that ride for you the way that Deke ride for 7. I'm convinced.
No, I'll put it to you this way. I think if 7's on the team last year, definitive. Because I mean, I was saying it throughout all last season. If we had been from we'd be in playoffs. We'd have double-digit wins, all this. But now this is another year. I told you, I gave you all the context for each. Yeah, we're a year removed. Ben, fully retired, retirement mode. Kenny, I think he's going to make this year 1 to year 2 jump. I'm just going to play the 5th. We'd have success either way.
A year away from the game, and he still pleads the 5th for KP?
Huh?
KP is a savage right now, man.
Oh, he's good. He's going to be good. I told you, wait for my QB rankings.
All right. Okay. Well, I like it then, baby. I like it. Well, my dog, always a pleasure. Always. West Virginia better win, though. Just know, West Virginia better win. Everybody say, yeah. They got to win. Pitt done took care of business. West Virginia need to win. But as always, though, we definitely appreciate you, broski.
West V. What's right?
All right, peace.
All right, peace, bro.
Boy, hit us with a West V at the end of this thing. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. But he gave us some craziness right there, man. Gave us some craziness.
I love the TB12 return call. Love it.
He's been on this kick.
Well, you remember when he retired? I still feel that. I'm like, I believe it when I see it.
Because both of y'all talked about that the day when he retired. We came up here and talked about it. Both of y'all had that stand. I think, was it you or him that brought up San Fran initially?
Yeah.
Yeah. I still was on he's going to stay retired. I still kind of feel like that. Like, I think it's going to be enticing for him, though, because in Miami, the roster they're putting together, you definitely have to feel good if you're a quarterback. But I don't know, man. It's one of them things like, how many times do you keep coming back and taking that chance? How many times until you start to fall off, until it starts to show? And I just wonder for him, where is he at? Because we don't know that. Every person is different with that. But for him, how is he weighing that out of, can I still be the Brady that I'm used to being when I think of myself versus me just going out here and hoping for the best, but I know this product is not going to look like what it needs to.
Yeah, and who said it? Was it, I think it was Joe Hayden. We were talking about it, though, on the podcast on Monday.
Yeah.
Where he was like, you know what? I got my health in check. I'm only getting offered like $2 million, then I'd have to travel.
Yeah.
From what we know, Brady is in good shape right now. Football is a physical game, so that's another point. Hey, you're out of it. You're good. You got 7 rings.
And you've walked away twice now. Like, you legit have had the opportunity to walk away. Not get carted out, not get kicked out. You walked away.
I think he is definitely going to a better situation if he were to go to Miami versus last year with the Bucks, where he probably wouldn't have to be as concerned with the health and how fast he was getting the ball out last year.
Yeah.
That system, with McDaniel, I'm sure he could run it great.
And they're gonna
Those fast receivers.
But to say, and they still run the ball too. That's the other part.
Yeah, they
It wasn't
re-signed
like
both
abandoned
those
it.
guys, Mostert and Wilson, I believe.
Yeah, so they still, and they got defense. Like, if Brady were to come back, that would be the team.
Yeah, now I think
But-
so. Yeah, I think 49ers, it's kind of past. I feel like they're good with Purdy. Although, they're
It's just
still waiting on him.
Yeah, because Purdy had the surgery. He's going to be out for up until
Yeah, I
training
guess
camp,
49ers
probably.
could still be in play. The Miami thing, though, we've heard it so many times that
And
if he
got in
goes to
trouble for
Miami,
it, too.
he would get some type of ownership stake.
Yeah.
And that's the real appealing thing for Miami. And also, it is Miami. Nice weather down there and stuff.
Now, without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. All right. Let's
We got
tap
a
back
lot
in.
of we got
Let's
a
tap
lot
into
of
the
super
supers,
chats.
man. Yeah, what's happening to the supers?
Okay. Let me know if I'm off on any of these. We got Rich Rasmussen. Deke. Ben didn't say that. His co-host did. No, what was it? It was like those that there's people that can coach.
The
they
people
don't
that-
play. He
yeah,
said,
he was
said
like,
something. That's
everybody
why I'm
want-
not coaching.
He was like
I
the
can still
people,
play.
yeah, you either still, it's like the people that can't play anymore, they coach or you play. And
And you
then
don't
coach.
coach.
Yeah. So when you can no longer play, you transition to coaching. And that's when he responded and said, I think I still can play. Or he said,
Or he
I
said, he
still
said
can
like, that's
play.
why I'm not a coach.
Or yeah, somebody, yeah, that's why I'm not
Maybe
a
the
coach. yeah.
co-host followed up and said, yeah, I think you can still play. I don't
Yeah.
know. 828 style. But yeah, he was insinuating like, I still got it.
I mean, when you make the statement, I ain't the coach, that's yeah. Or I'm not a coach when that's
He
the
was
two
like,
parallels, yeah.
there was like a little laugh to it and stuff.
Yeah.
But you saw the back and forth.
Yeah.
You saw the back and
You
forth,
knew
right?
what it was. It was like, ha, you don't believe it, ha, I do believe it. Yeah.
828 style.
Yeah.
What's holding Seven back is beer. The same thing that was holding him back in the offseason when he was playing, LOL. Should be Brawny Man on paper towels. Hey, that's why he does. He likes beer. Yeah, he does the whole
nothing wrong with
podcast
that.
surrounding beer.
Look, he like beer. I like plants, man. Hey, as long as he ain't doing nothing illegal, that's all that matters, man. Yeah. But he could definitely still come back. I want him to come back now. Yeah, you got me excited, Deke.
No,
I
he's
wanna
good.
see it.
He's good. He's good.
I do want to
He
see.
just chilled. He's good. Retirement mode. We've
Him-
moved on.
Him and KP.
We got KP.
Him and KP ate 4 weeks battling it out at the Latrobe Battlegrounds.
Do I want to watch that or do I not want to watch
Yes,
that?
you want to
I don't know.
watch that. Yes, you would.
I don't know what I would do.
You would pay to
I
go
think-
watch that.
I think you guys would have to give me the
you would.
updates.
You would pay to go watch KP8 versus BR7 at Latrobe.
I don't know if I'd wanna watch.
Oh my gosh. Electric. They wouldn't know who to root for. It would be such an identity. I'm like, we're supposed to hate you. We can't hate this guy. But you're the new face. But you brought us some rings. Yeah. You won us the AC championship, though. We remember that, too. Like, yeah. It would be a very, very unique situation, man.
AJ Martinez, dig. It is. I think he's trying to say Deke. Oh no, he's saying
saying
Deke Diggler. That's the nickname for Deke Diggler. Dig.
Just the dig. All right.
It is Sabotage 7. If 8 played behind Ben's last line, we would have been 0-17 without Ben. Pull it up. Let's go. Yeah, Ben's line was brutal for his last year. It was pretty bad.
Fair enough.
We had Kendrick Green at center. Shaney 915 has joined the upper room.
Shaney 915, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And we greatly appreciate you from the heart. From the heart.
Justin Gordon, Marcellus Wiley brought up a good point. People hate on Juju for clowning on TikTok, being playful, etc. But he not out here acting like a fool like John Morant. Rather him in the news for IG beef than Ruggs and Jaw type news.
Yes and no. Yes and no. Ruggs did something criminal. With Ja, I don't know. I just feel like it's becoming more of like the smear campaign. When has a strip club been viewed as like an illegal activity? Is it family friendly? Probably not. But is it like criminal? Nah. Ja being on social media with a gun on him. You know what I mean? Like, I just think of that type of stuff. I don't know. Nah. Things is different. The Ruggs stuff definitely though. Ruggs killed the person. Like, yeah. But with Juju, I don't know. I just think it's different, man. And I don't think it's hate on Juju. I just think that when you're talking about the caliber of player he is versus the type of talk that you're seeing from him on social media, I think that's the disconnect. Whereas with Ja just making bad decisions because he's a young dude, I feel like. But still not nothing criminal. And that's my whole thing, man. We can't put young immaturity with criminal. Like the Ruggs part was, I'm like, yo, take him out of that thing.
Yeah, right. I think it's like with Jaw, it's like, yeah, what do you like? You don't got to do all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you don't got to be posting a video of you with a gun on social. Like, why are you doing that? Now the strip club thing, I don't know how the hell that came out. I mean, is that on the owner or how do those photos leak?
So the way they typically happen, whether it's a blog site, a TMZ or something like that, they reach out to the company or the club or the establishment, and they give you an offer for the tape. I'll pay you $100K for the tape. I pay you $1 million for the tape. Owner or whoever it is, they say, all right, cool. I pay you. Give me my money. You take the tape. That blog site, that TMZ or that whatever it is, that baller alert, they then post that vid, and that's how the vid gets out. So typically that's why you don't really hear about the ownership or that individual getting in trouble or getting talked about, because usually we just see the reaction of, whoa, what is this video? What is this picture? Plus, oh, it's from this website, from TMZ. Also, it's TMZ's video. And it's like, nah, TMZ ain't a video. It's this guy's video. But no one gets to that guy because you got to get past the initial shock, then past TMZ, and then go and find this person.
Yeah, he ain't going
to
that strip club again.
No, and a lot of people aren't either. Because it's like, bro, if you're going to do that, what was the point of you doing that? Because it's a smear campaign. Like, there is nothing illegal about a guy or a girl being at an adult establishment with money on the ground and a dancer in front of you. There's nothing illegal about it. Is it family friendly? Is it best for your image? Is it where you want your kids and stuff at? Nah, but that's a different conversation. But to act like it's criminal, that was my whole hiccup with it. I'm like, bruh, what we doing here, man?
A2A style, Moats, you're not old until you start getting letters from AARP. You're linebacker football old, though, since you've been away for a while. But I think you did the smart thing. Lynn Swan thing.
I agree. I appreciate that. I said, I'm not going to keep playing this game like that. I could walk away. Emphasis on that part. And I was like, yeah, I'm good, baby. Because, yeah, I done seen some stuff. I'm good on that. But funny thing, though, I have actually received some AARP cards. I think it's because me and my dad got the same name, though. So I'm hoping it's his stuff. Because if I'm 35, he's 65. Love my pops. So, yeah, I think they be sending me his stuff. But, yeah, shout out to Pops, though. That's the OG.
AJ Martinez has gifted 5 Arthur Most memberships.
Oh, Les, right. Do I got the names? Let me see.
I got them. LL, Country Malik 48, Young Shad 101, Benjamin Palau, and DJ Trey Money.
Let's go and welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But shout out to you, AJ Martinez, for paying it forward, man, and just being a dope person. So we definitely appreciate you as well.
Justin Gordon. Hate to see 41 go, but I'm hella excited for Mark Robinson. Holcomb looks like Spillane light from the highlights I've seen. Spillane would have had 100-plus tackles, too. We just had better guys in front of him. Yeah, if Spillane played the full season, there's no doubt he would have had 100-plus tackles.
Yeah, but that's also when I speak on Spillane, I feel like at times you can bring that up as a negative. It's like, no, that's a positive for Spillane. Like, Spillane's a good player. That's it. Not always appreciated in Pittsburgh, but he's a good player. The same way when you talk about Cole, he's a good player. Nothing wrong being a good player. You don't want to pay him great money, but they're good players, though.
Felicia Beller. Whether it's Bush
Shout
or
out to
Holcomb,
Felicia.
5'5" is still alive. The number 5'5".
Go. We got to have a 5'5" out there. Keep the bloodlines rolling. Keep the family popping. Come on, man. I can't wait to welcome the new 5'5" brethren. Is he? I hope he wear 5'5".
Well, you're saying new. You think it's a
you're
fact right now?
It ain't a fact just yet. You're right. It ain't a fact.
People are bringing up, like, hey, could we bring back a Devin Bush on a Terrell Edmonds type of deal from last year?
Yeah, he could come back. And listen, he played a lot better last year. Don't get it twisted. And Devin can still be a good player. He just has to be more consistent. He's also going to have a lot more competition. Remember, Mark Robinson was the one taking his snaps towards the end of the year. Robert Spillane had already carved out his role last year. So
now we got Holcomb.
Right, so you essentially went from Miles Jack being your guy to Robert Spillane being your competition to now it's Mark Robinson, and we just brought in Cole Holcomb, who we just paid some money to. Good luck. You can be Marcus Allen. You gonna be a special teamer?
Yeah, he's probably looking elsewhere. That's why I think Bush is gone. But.
Yeah, because he's not a special teamer either, and you're not going to like be the fifth guy unless that's what you do.
And I think we're just going to draft a linebacker, too, with one of these top 4 picks.
And for Devin, like we talked about, man, like him in a 4-3, I think is way better. I go back to the game where we played Philadelphia Eagles. We ran a lot more 4-3. That was one of Devin's best games here, period. Like him flowing sideline to sideline, being downhill. That was the Devin Bush that looked like how he looked at Michigan. Yeah.
Q, do you think with the most recent signing of Nate Herbig, Dotson is now expendable? Whether they cut him or trade him.
To me personally, I think it puts that conversation out there. I don't think you cut Dotson. I looked at it more so as I would love these guys to compete, and I just feel great about my depth for whoever loses it because both guys can play right and left guard. Both guys have started at right and left guard. Both guys are good players. The thing, when I look at both of those dudes, I say for Dotson, I want him more consistent, but I think he is capable of being a better player. When I think of Nate gives me higher end J.C. Hassenauer, higher end B.J. Finney type vibes. Still good, but I just think that he's going to be capped a little bit, whereas with Dotson, I just think that he has a little bit more where we can get to. But when we said the problem with Dotson has been the consistency, whereas I think with Nate, I think he has been more consistent. So that part is pretty, I like that element of it, but yeah, I wouldn't want to cut or trade Dotson per se right now, especially. I want both of them dudes to get a chance to compete. The problem is with their position too. They're not going to be able to get a chance to really compete in OTAs and minicamp. And you say, let me wait till training camp time frame to make the move on, all right, this guy's in front, let's trade him. With those guys, you got to wait until training camp. So you're going to be trading this dude right, the week before or week of the week 1 starting regular season. To me, I don't want to do that with a Dotson I just don't want to do that with Dotson because you want to do that with Nate because you just brought him in. But that's my thing. I would much rather just keep them both. It's not crazy money. It's getting, 4 a year? So it's still not crazy. It's a 2-year deal, so it's not even long-term in that sense.
Yeah, I'm with you. Whenever we brought him in, I was like, oh, this is just competition for Dotson for the starting left guard position. Now, with Dotson's money right now versus, even though you're right, it's not this crazy ass deal for Herbig. It's still
get you a word. I seen you was peep you was loud. Yeah, man.
Thank you.
We try to be full service right here, Deke. Come on, man. Every once in a while.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, man.
Herbig though, with that deal, it is going to be more money than Dotson. So I'm guessing we give him the upper hand going into the offseason, put him as the starter.
On paper, yes.
I do think it's going to be a competition.
Yeah, I think if anything, who was because it was with Kendrick Green and who was the other?
I think it was Dotson last year.
No, because Hassan was the other guy I was thinking of. Because I wondered, do you know who probably gone? We just said it.
Green. Yeah, I'm not opposed to that.
I think that's the one more than likely that you get gone.
Yeah.
Even though he was a 3rd round pick a year ago, I think that's because he wasn't even dressing last year, bro.
No, yeah,
And
yeah.
to bring in Nate's gonna be in the competition. He's gonna be in your top 6 in some capacity.
Yeah,
And
whoever doesn't win
Yeah.
between Herbig and Dotson is just going to be our main backup.
Right.
They could play left guard or right guard
absolutely,
in case someone
it's
goes
a
down.
no-brainer. And both of them dudes can start in some way, shape, or form. So yeah.
I think it was a great
Sheesh.
signing. With Dotson
like
being
it,
on
yeah.
his, this is the last year on his contract,
Yes.
so this is
So
hey,
you-
prove it type of
You got you some
season for him.
leverage.
Yeah, I just think it's a
Yeah.
good move.
Yeah.
Because I like Dotson coming off of his rookie year. I know there were
Mm-hmm.
a lot of hype about him, but yeah, he didn't live up to that. But he's still a solid starter.
Mhm.
And I think Weidl, he's got the connection to Herbig because
Yes.
he drafted him with the Eagles.
Mhm.
Herbig's been starting too, and then there was a report out that
Yeah.
Weidl still views Herbig as a starter. So,
Yeah.
okay, we had Dotson start all these games for us these
Mm-hmm.
last couple seasons. Herbig started with the Jets. He started games with the Eagles. Let's just see who wins this out for left guard because obviously no one's touching right guard with how James Daniel played last year.
Yeah. So to me, man, I like it. I think number one, it just gives you a little bit of flexibility in the sense of
Yeah,
I
because
don't have
whoever
to-
doesn't win, we have a great
Yeah.
backup.
Yeah, you feel great about your backup situation. I feel great in the sense that I don't have to necessarily feel like I'm settling on Dotson being the starter either. Because I don't want to feel like I'm just putting him out there just because I don't have any other option. So whoever is the starter, I'm going to feel like they earned it. And then when you talk about just the leverage from a contract perspective, Dotson, I don't have to be threatened by not paying you. I don't care if you sit out right now. I don't care if you're disgruntled right now. You know why? Because I got this guy. And I got him not just for this year, but for next year. So you can be pissed off right now and not play. It doesn't matter. You can play.
Oh, I don't think that's happening.
I don't
with
either,
him.
but I'm just
No.
saying in general. But I'm like, hey, if you took the approach of, I want to play, but I'm not going to play to the best of my ability per se. I'm going to, sandbag it a little bit. Cool. I still got a guy right here that can give me everything I need right now and next year if you decide to not come back. That's what I'm saying in the sense of just the leverage part. That also helps the team out. Dotson, I doubt, is having those type of negotiations to that extent based on his market from what we've seen. But with them type of negotiations, when it does happen, Nate's going to be a part of their leverage. That's a part of why they can feel confident and not feel like they got to break the bank either when they know he's 2 years for 8 M's, 4-4.
Yeah. I just feel like it's another good move by the Steelers and Omar Khan this offseason. Just a savvy move.
Yeah.
Not going to make the headlines or anything. But this was something we talked about addressing. Offensive line. On the left side in particular. We bring a competition or just some type of depth on the guard portion of it. And then for left tackle, same thing. I mean, do you get a guy like a Luan? Obviously, that was barring TJ Watt, giving the approval and everything. But, he's the type of guy we're talking about. Do we bring in a guy that has been seasoned in the league that would be a definitive starter over Dan Moore? Or we go draft rookie, maybe we let Dan Moore and whoever it is duke it out,
Yeah.
whether it's a first rounder, second rounder. But, yeah, I mean, this is just another check mark off the list. Now for O-line, in my opinion, that's all we got to worry about is left tackle potentially in the draft. And if they don't want to do it in the first or second, I mean, we could get away with Dan Moore. We could. Now, would I like that? I would like a Broderick Jones. I would like a left tackle. Bring
You
him
would
in.
at least want to see Dan compete with somebody.
Yeah.
Versus feeling like we settled on it.
even if it is like third round. Even
you
if
just
it's
don't want to
that
feel like
late.
it's settled. I just don't want it to be we're settling on this. We just have to take because there's nothing else. I just want to at least see it have to beat something out. Yeah.
Sean McCartney. I think this is the next one. Yeah. Oh, it goes hand in hand with what we were just talking about.
Oh, and hold on. Stand clear. I appreciate you, baby. He said he liked my T-shirt, man. Look, Guns N' Roses for the
Oh,
culture.
that is nice.
You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you.
Sean McCartney says both Nate Herbig and James Daniels played right guard. Do you think Herbig will be out in left guard or him and Daniels switch?
No, he'll play some left. Herbig has played both. Has started at both. Yeah, that's just his game. He ended up getting more snaps at right, but when you think about Dotson, we had him on the show obviously when right before he switched or right when he was switching to left guard, and he told us
He came in for DeCastro that season, and he was playing good on the right.
He said he's a right guard. He's confident on the right. That's his better side. That's what he felt the best at. We moved him to left when Matt Filer ended up leaving in free agency, and he said even though he was still being able to play on the left and do a good job at it, he said that he just simply preferred the right. That was the more natural side for him. But as we can see, he can still play and play at a good level at the NFL level at the left guard spot. Nate is very similar. Just watching him on tape from what I briefly watched, we haven't had a chance to talk to him just yet, and obviously I ain't dove in terms of film sessions and all that just yet. But yeah, with him though, he does have that same type of flexibility. So it's not the end of the world. Even though James is here, he can, in terms of Nate, bump over to that left guard spot.
Also says, is Casey our starting strong safety or just Minka's backup that is versatile? Do we need another safety? I don't think we need one right now. I think this gives us leverage on Edmonds. I would like Edmonds to come back.
Yeah.
But I think we could roll into the season with Casey starting strong safety.
Yeah, I feel
if
the
we wanted
same.
to.
Yeah, I feel the same. I think it was just a good move. Do we get the numbers on
No.
his deal just
No.
yet? I'm waiting on that too, because that could. We talk about, oh yeah, this is a good deal. If it's like $2 million, if it's like 7, 8, now we
there's
like,
no
oh,
way.
he's the starter. He's the
There's
guy.
no way. Again, this is
If
just
he's
me.
getting
I'm going to
4,
give the
if
benefit
he's
of the doubt
getting
to
4 or
Omar.
5, he's getting 4 or 5. We like, oh, he's the guy.
I don't
There's no
think
long
we've seen a
competition,
bad
man.
deal by Omar yet.
We
so
have
I'm going to
not.
give him the benefit of the
We
doubt.
have not. I'm just.
It's going to be like three a year, 3 or 4 a year max.
If it's 4 years, that competition is at the starter.
Yeah, I think maybe you just move on from Edmonds then if we see that
what
number.
I'm saying. Yes, if it's $4 million, they're not bringing Edmonds back, because now we're having that same conversation about Pat P, Levi, and if you bring in another
I think
guy, do you
Branch
keep it
is
Kelly?
really in play for the draft then.
I think so as well. If no Edmonds,
Yeah.
but if we bring back Edmonds, then
no,
yeah,
don't
Branch.
even worry about
Yeah.
safety. Hamong Yash. Like the beam from Sacktown. Love the podcast, Moats.
Let's
What's your
get it.
town on Taylor Rapp?
You said what's my town?
Yeah. Maybe he means take.
Oh, I was like, bro, I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was about to say, off the top of my head, I don't really have one just yet. I ain't really deep dove like that. I'm like, yeah, it caught me off guard, man.
If he's still in the house, you could
Yeah.
say something in the normal chat to clarify.
Yeah.
Colton Troy Phil. Haoli Lahanua Moats. Happy birthday in Hawaiian.
Hey,
God bless you
appreciate
and your ohana for many years to come. Prayer and
No,
blessings to
definitely
you and yours,
appreciate
Deke. Thank you.
Now you got me over here. I'm like, let me look at little Taylor real quick, man. See what we got on him. Let me see.
Derek Nelson. Yo, I'm back. Been a while, yo. Moats, I sent you my draft. Got an A on the first one this year.
Let's go.
Yes, is 7-9 worse than 30-10? If so, then Deke, I need that 20.
Bro, you
LOL.
wildin'. Yeah.
Did we make this official? Does anyone have a good memory on this? Does anyone have a good memory? What was Mitch's stats? We got to combine his and Kenny's.
Do we have a combined 30 and 10?
Wait. Is this? I don't know if he's talking about Herberg or not. Noam says deal is worth $8 million over 2 years with 4 guaranteed. Wasn't that Herberg?
That's Herbig's deal, right? Yeah, that's
Then he
Herbig's deal
says
is
the
that.
Steelers then re-signed safety. Okay, yeah, he's just
Yeah.
talking about. He didn't
Gotcha.
mention Herberg though. I thought he was referencing Casey's.
Gotcha.
Yeah, do we have?
And I just caught him with and to spin the block real quick on Hamong Yash, he was asking about Taylor, the safety from the Rams, because we're talking about safeties.
Oh.
That's what it was. I was so confused at first, but that's definitely what he's talking about.
I'd rather just draft Brown Branch if we can't get
If
we
it's not
can't
Evans
get
coming
if we
back.
can't get Evans coming back. Yeah, I don't care about safety.
Got you.
I'd rather, if for free agency, focus on like a slot corner specialist.
Yeah.
Or draft a slot corner, or get a Brian Branch who could be versatile, or
Yeah.
whatever safety you think can maybe fill in for those 3 safety sets and do some of the slot. Or if we got to bring Casey up, he could actually play like a more traditional safety. Yeah, if we don't have Edmonds back, I'm not too focused on safety and free agency at least.
And I'm with you on that. I definitely would want Edmonds, especially with the homegrown familiarity, and we know how his game works with us. Whereas when you're bringing in outside free agent in that vein, it's just, yeah, much rather we just go young and get me a fresh thing.
Let's go, UW. Well, yeah, do we have any confirmation on that 20? Like, if I own the 20, I'll pay up. I don't remember if I made like an official bet or not.
I don't remember.
I think we were like tiptoeing around.
because we talked about it like a good amount that time. I just don't
I remember. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Because I was talking 30 and 10 and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, what I was gonna say is, because it is about to be 6:40, I think we should do this, man. let's screenshot because we're getting even more supers coming in. Let's screenshot the rest of these.
I got them all.
Bet that.
I should have them all.
And then when we start tomorrow, we'll start with the rest of these. Because, I just realized, I'm like, it's 6:40. We're going to be in this thing for a little while.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like because Mom's here. Mom's
Sure,
here, baby.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, when Mama here, baby, I can't be down here just taking all that time like that. So that's all.
That's
all.
understandable.
know what
I'll
I'm saying?
read this last one.
Yeah, let's
though.
get it
Let's
up.
go,
Yeah.
UW. Steelers 5 known scheduled pre-draft visits. This is for offensive line. Offensive tackle, DeJuan Jones. Guard, Osiris Torrance. Center, John Michael Schmitz. No, this isn't just offensive lineman. Also, D lineman, Gervin Dexter.
Yeah.
And cornerback, Keely Ringo.
Yeah, I do like some of these pre-draft visits. Some of them are correlating off of the list of combine meetings that they had also, formal and informal. And that's what we talked about, even obviously before free agency started, some of this combine stuff and the parallels, because those names of those people that they met with, a lot of times you can cross-reference them with these pro days they're going with and having, private workouts with and stuff like that. So we're going to keep getting back to that. We just know right now, and this free agency stuff is kind of spicy. So that's why it's, taking the focus. But we'll see what tomorrow brings in terms of more NFL spiciness with free agency. And if it is a light day in terms of the free agency moves, then we'll start transitioning back to some of that combine stuff, man, in the sense of who's, guys that the Steelers have met with and why we should still have them on our radar as we transition to the draft. But that's for another day. So, yeah, man, with that being the case, we got everything screenshotted, though. Everybody good? All right, because like I said, Mama in town. All right, so when Mama here, I ain't playing around. So, with that being said, hope y'all enjoyed yourselves, man. Hit that like button on the way out. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so, and definitely hit the notification bell. Y'all stay safe out there, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Same time, same place. But either way, we appreciate you. And until next time, baby.
Peace.